Not letting Facebook fuck it up. What's going on, guys? Apparently, my Facebook thing was deleted again.
Son of a bitch.
You know, you can suck my fucking balls. What is that? It looks like your broadcast was try recreating. No, I'm not. You see that too, don't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Well,
I see a check mark next to both of our
YouTube
channels.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. We'll just do it. Remove it. Fuck it then. I ain't worried about it.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Yeah, well, just go on YouTube. Guys, go to YouTube.
That's where you're going to be? All right.
Are you yelling at me?
No.
Oh, goddamn, Clint. Get off your fucking phone.
I'm making a joke.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
now look, we don't have a viewer now. All right, hold on. Let me.
That was the one person.
All right, I'm working on it. Hold the fucking phone here. Jesus Christ, hold on.
Wow, are you okay?
No, I'm not.
What happened?
I don't know. I've been drinking. Ryan sounds like a fucking transformer.
Yeah.
All right, where are all my bitches at? What are we doing? Anyway, fuck it. We'll just get into it. We're on Facebook now, apparently. So
everybody else is probably watching Paul's movie stream.
Oh well, I get it. Yeah, we have 0. So if anybody's tuning in, which no one is right now, we're doing Hellraiser, and Clint's got the glasses from what is that? Michael Douglas's movie.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Falling down.
Yeah, bacons.
Hey up.
Hello. What's going on?
God damn.
How are you?
Claire just gets more and more attractive as we go along with these.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Yeah, well, you do. Yeah, you're.
Did you say Clever Rich?
You too.
I think he said Rich.
He said
Rich.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. We got not Jinx, but Ash. Okay, so this ought to be fun. I'm waiting for that kid to just.
Oh, Richard, thank you for recommending Cannibal Pharaoh. That was been a hot minute since I've seen that.
Christ, yeah, you watch a mongoose get fucking destroyed by a anaconda.
Yeah, it's cool. Well, I'd say it's cool. I watched it for a long, long time, but it's one of my first. I think it was my first.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Great first choice.
Good old daddy.
Of all the movies you've seen, that's one of them.
I know, but I've seen 2 Hellraisers
in a while, and I'm like, there's 2 cannibal movies I've seen.
Oh, all right, hold on. You've seen 2
the one with
1 and 2?
1 and 2. We went to watch 3
2
this afternoon, but they were charging for it, and we couldn't get it.
Me and Clint and Ryan were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were dealing with the same thing. I mean, it's very hard to find some of these Hellraiser movies without having to pay for them, and I was like, considering how unliked they are, I wasn't willing to do that.
Right.
I just own physical copies of them.
Oh, well, there is that.
Well, yeah.
We could buy them and own them forever. And who knows? I might do that because, I feel like I feel like I've been sucked into this franchise now with all the research that I've done leading up to this, and maybe I should own the whole series.
I kind of watched.
I feel like that's a sympathy thing.
What?
I feel like that's like a sympathy buy.
It's I don't know. It's kind of like, what is it? Stockholm syndrome or something like that.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Clint. God, whoa, look out.
You sympathize with your captors.
What's the other thing?
Let me get this.
What's the one with the nurses? Nightingale. The Nightingale effect. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. What's James? Does Jamie want to come on?
Who's in the bottom left corner? I can't see it on my screen.
That's Amanda.
Oh, hi, Amanda.
Yeah. She's steaming something.
She's
making shit.
Lobster.
I'm steaming my
lobster.
Say lobster
for the kids.
Jesus.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Okay. Oh, well, all right.
All right. So, I don't know where everybody else is.
We'll accept spaghetti.
Yeah, I like spaghetti. All right. So let's rock it out. Let's start it off. All right. So we will rock out with the first Hellraiser. Let's see. Let me do my research. Make sure I get this shit right. I don't fuck this all up. All right. First Hellraiser came out in What was that?
1987.
Yep.
87.
87. Okay, so
I remember that because that's the year I finished school.
oh, shut
Wow.
the fuck up. Shut up. All right, so Clive Barker, obviously, if you keep track of anything, he wrote a novella called The Hellbound Heart. It's pretty close. Obviously, if you watch the 2022 version, that's more close to the novella, but came pretty damn close. Doug Bradley obviously plays Pinhead. You got Claire Higgins as Julia. You got Andrew Robinson as Larry/Frank. Ashley Lawrence as Kirsty. So, I mean, this was my, other than Dolls, which I'm not going to get into that fucking backstory. This was the first horror movie I saw with my dad, and I wasn't like terrified of it. It was fucking fantastic. I mean, this movie is as gritty, grimy, sleazy as it gets. I mean, it is a dirty, dirty ass movie. So I guess to start it off, when did you guys first check it out? When did you guys first see it? Was it recently? Was it way back when? Clint, when did you first see it, my man?
Probably like 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I was probably in my 20s when I saw it. I did not see it when it was originally out. I would have been too young for that. 1987. Jeez. I would have been like 9.
Jesus, shut up. You know what? Me, both of your old ass. You getting out of a graduated school, you for being fucking 9. Jesus Christ.
So 16.
How about it?
Lord.
I'm saying fuck all.
Shut up, Claire. Ryan, when did you first see
I was a child. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, we'll go with that.
I first saw it probably 1994-ish. I was like 11 or 12. It introduced me to horror movies and a 3-day weekend.
Nice.
And Hellraiser was one of them.
Sweet. Yeah, that's. I mean, I think if you haven't seen this movie, it just, I don't know. It's just like a prerequisite before you get into horror movies. I mean, because it's like epitome.
Holy shit! I'd have been impressed if it was Chopsticks. You'd be the Karate Kid right now. What the fuck?
Who's doing what? We catch a fly?
Rich is catching flies with his hand.
He's a former kickboxer. Get it, boy. Get it.
It's like,
I got it.
Son of a...
That's disgusting.
Son of a... Did you crush it?
No,
Yeah.
all right.
Now smear it in Claire's face.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
that's
winging legs all over her glasses. Yeah,
right.
nice.
We can lick them all. Oof. All right. So you said 1994? There's CBR?
94, 95, something around there.
Not bad. Not bad. Bacons? Center Bacons? I love it.
I would have been probably about 14. So probably about 89-ish.
You're not that old, Claire, you fucking liar.
Fucking hell.
Nah, not even close.
She's older than me.
Shut up, Rich.
Yeah,
Should have been like
about
12 when
13
this came out.
First time I saw it, and I remember it was one of those where somebody's babysitter's sister had got a copy of it, and I think we watched it on fucking Betamax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Betamax. Holy shit.
I think it probably was, because that's how we used to watch them.
So would it have been like a pirated copy? Because like
most probably, yeah.
Yeah, because we're talking about like the video nasties period of.
Oh god, yeah,
the
definitely.
UK.
Like
Absolutely.
somebody's brother had like somebody's sister's brother's.
It would have been hard to get a
girlfriend
hold
it,
of
and
a copy.
we'd have ended up getting it because the older brothers left it, and we're supposed to be babysitting younger kids, and we'd watch all sorts of horror then, all sorts of things we could get our hands on. First time I saw Nightmare on Elm Street was the same.
Right. I don't even know if that was part of Video Nasties back then. It might have been. Jesus Christ,
Yeah, it kind of was because like obviously you couldn't just go into a video store and rent it at that age. You would never have got away with it then.
No.
Right.
Never. You're right.
Your parents would have never let you have bought it. You could never go into a store and buy it.
No, hell no. Jesus. Just barely can now.
Yeah.
So somebody had ripped a copy out of fucking Betamax or something, and you kind of got passed round.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Is what? Yeah, I mean, I think
So
we watched it on.
A lot of work had to go into you eventually seeing that movie.
And what's crazy is it was filmed over across the pond. In fact, the first two were.
Yeah, it was.
So that makes it even stranger. Is that you couldn't
Yeah,
get a hold of it,
filming
like,
it for the rest of the world.
Yeah, right. So what's funny is Jinx. I know she's seen it, but her son has just watched it.
You gotta remember though, Rich has seen it the first time today.
Last
night.
Ooh.
Ash watched it.
Wow.
2 hours ago.
Ever.
Right.
Yep, he just finished watching it.
And it's amazing.
What do you think?
Yeah, really.
He wants to know who your favorite is.
Chatterer. Chatterer's always going to be
Who's your
my
favorite? Cheddar. Not cheddar, chatter.
Chatterer. Yes.
Trevor from GTA.
That is because they filmed it in England. It's always cold here. So it was.
Oh yeah.
I feel
No kidding. No kidding. No, I mean, yeah, it's Chatterer was always my favorite one. Everybody was always like, I like Chatterer. He didn't do a damn thing. He didn't have to do a damn thing.
Yeah.
So
And he stuck his finger so far down.
Oh, that's right. If anybody's ever watched wrestling, fucking Mankind, Mandible Claw, down that throat. Absolutely. Don't move. Stand there. Sorry, went way off track. Anyway, so this was my kind of introduction into horror. And to tell you the truth, maybe other than the second one, there hasn't been a movie that's come close to the sleaziness and the dirtiness of this movie. It's just, right from the get-go. I mean, you see the house, they go in the kitchen, there's maggots, there's roaches, there's everything everywhere. Like, you clearly see it's unkept.
Yeah.
You just got a weird feeling of how, things are.
Oh.
And, it's all right. Now we're 4. Oh, now I got to get that full screen because I got to bring somebody back in. Oh, it's Nicole.
Nicole.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How are you, dude?
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello across the pond. How are you?
Well, my love, how are you?
Wonderful, darling.
All right. What was that?
We're wonderful, darling.
Everybody's
Good,
wonderful, darling.
good.
All right.
When did you see the
when did
original
you
Hellraiser?
see Hellraiser for the first time?
Oh God.
Oh, well, this is going to be a great answer.
Late high school.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably on VHS from our local video store. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
That
And
goes well.
your first impressions of it?
I liked it. Honestly, I'm not a huge Hellraiser fan, but it was one of the most original things I'd ever seen. Never
There
saw
you
anything like it ever.
And still to this day, I was just getting ready to say there have been movies that obviously stick with you. This one has been that's stuck with me for a long time just because, like I was saying, the grittiness, dirtiness, sleaziness of it. I mean, it was really, there was really nothing like it up to this point.
Yeah. And as a result, the story has legs.
Oh, God,
because,
yes.
I mean, you look at it, where are we at now? Did we just have our 12th movie?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's basically a reboot.
Yeah.
But before that, there was 11 films that totaled this series.
Yeah.
And Don just got done saying how dirty and grimy this was, and how you hadn't really seen much to this point that was as nasty as this was.
I can't think
intending
of
to be.
Maybe TCM, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because of the way that the house was, and with Leatherface and the family, you had that griminess and grittiness there, but it wasn't like the whole movie.
Yeah, but this one kind of took on like a sexual connotation, like a bondage thing. like a sadomasochistic vibe.
Bingo.
There wasn't a lot of things that did that up to this point.
Well, I mean, the working title for the movie from the art crew was "What a Woman Will Do for a Good Fuck." So that kind of gives you an idea of it.
Not lying. Not lying.
All right.
Right.
Not
I mean,
lying,
so
I mean,
that gives you an idea of what the movie's like right there.
it's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. I mean, let's look at whatever.
That kind of sums it up. I mean, about thinking about the movie, the first movie that I just watched. You know, that character. Yeah, she'd do just about anything.
Yeah.
Lure men in to basically be bled out, which I did not understand that process. Like, what the fuck was that?
Jesus Christ!
You know,
what do you mean? Do what?
Like,
do you
Frank stuck his fingers in
process?
somebody's neck, and you hear like sucking sounds. Like, how the hell did his fingers turn into like a vacuum device?
When we go to Oaks, I'll show you how it's done.
Okay, sure.
Show you how it's done. No, I mean, and that was one thing that you know, it was kind of weird. Now keep in mind. Now keep this in mind. We got what we got from this movie. You know damn well it was edited. You know this was censored. It had to have been. And you know, there's a couple scenes that show it. Clint, the one you just alluded to with, you know, sticking your hand in the back of somebody's head. But the very, very end of the movie, you know, where Andrew Robinson gets, you know, torn apart basically. Now we have two Ryans. I can't handle that.
Oh,
shit.
I'm gonna get rid of one. There we go.
But
yeah,
you know,
sorry, I'm going through the sticks right now. I might disappear again.
You're fine, brother. If you need to, you can hop off and come back on when you get home. We'll be here.
Yeah, if I get kicked off again, I'll be back on in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'll give it a try though. Maybe I'll hang around. We'll see what happens here.
Cool.
No problem. You know, Andrew Robinson at the end where he gets torn apart. You know, that was fucking. That was insanity. So, you know, and whether or not it was edited, it felt like it. Like, it really felt like they, like, zoomed away. They weren't trying to show everything. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of, like, choppy editing, it just felt like, especially like what Clint was saying, you know, with the first guy gets it shown, you know, pretty, let me put my shit in the back of your head. And then the one guy, when he comes out, best sound effect ever. Use that as a text time if you want. I won't charge you.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
It's great. So, but then the last guy, you know, that comes out of the attic, you know, and Kirsty sees him, you know, you get to see that full-fledged what happens. So, I mean, yeah, it's legit. I mean, it's it's something else.
That final scene that you were talking about when Andrew Robinson gets ripped apart.
Oh, yeah.
I remember why every time I see it, I just think, is it over yet so I can go take a shower?
Yeah.
You're not lying.
Yeah.
You're not lying. It's again
that Jesus wept line too was an ad lib by Robinson.
It was improvised.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
And it's one of the most
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, let's look at that. I mean, and I bet this man, Andrew Robinson, had such a fucking impact on my childhood between Hellraiser and Dirty Harry. I mean, that man
Pumpkinhead too.
Pumpkinhead 2, baby. Absolutely. Child's Play 3. You can even go there.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that dude was amazing to me. And, you know, Hellraiser's just, to me, it's
Fucking Scorpio.
It's a staple. I know, dude, right? God damn. God. Love that movie. But yeah, so we're gonna do something a little different tonight.
But that's not scary.
I'm gonna drink Wild Turkey 101 tonight. So we're gonna have a good old time. Boop, 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 boop. We're gonna rate these.
Wild turkey.
Rate.
What's Wild Turkey? Is that what you asked me? What is Wild Turkey?
No, so is that Wild Turkey? Is that what you said?
It is Blue. That is Wild Turkey 101. It is.
I'll show you, man.
What you got?
Oh.
I can't remember what.
I hope you don't even have to show me. Just pull your penis out, Rich. You don't have to get up. I don't need you to show me.
Just to send you to Anarchy.
Yeah, get it. Ooh, shiny red label.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good.
Well, I thought Amanda was drinking.
I got cute girls.
She's drinking resin.
Cute ghost.
Wow.
Yeah. Turn to
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
A cute angry ghost. That's cool.
What? So cute.
Amanda enunciated. It's so cute. You could tell by her fucking face.
It's really cute.
So we're gonna rate these as we go. Yeah. So this will be a new thing. So everybody gets to hop in on the fun with what we normally do. Man, I give this a 9.5 out of 10. It's incredible. It's amazing.
It's a 10 scale.
It's a 10 scale. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're 10 scaling tonight, baby.
All right.
Yeah. Love this movie's fucking. I can sit down and watch this movie anytime, any day of the week. Doesn't matter. And yeah, like Nicole said, I feel dirty afterwards, but I go take a shower and I feel normal afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
man. What do you think, Clint?
All right. I'll do an 8 out of 10.
Oh, you suck. Shut up.
What? I'm saving a better rating for another movie.
Yeah, well, I know where this one's going, and you know what, and I love this. I love this. There's so much divisiveness, if that's even a fucking word. If not, I just came up with that.
Sure.
one.
I'll accept it.
Between the first and second one, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's the conversation I'm waiting on. Is between the first and second one. So I want to get to that. Clint, go ahead, my brother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, that's okay. No, I mean, this was really cool. I mean, as far as like a first entry, in a franchise, I mean, this is before they even knew they were going to make a second movie. It's right. Like, and I think it was really simple. And that's what I liked about it. They didn't give you a ton of backstory. They gave you a little bit of backstory, and you just got this like missing brother. They're moving into the house. Oh, he's a fucking pig. Oh, well, we're squatters in here. What the fuck? And it's strange how they kind of ignored how disgusting the house was, and just like cleaned it out, moved all their shit in. You know what I mean? I think, right. Well, where the fuck is Frank? I don't fucking know where he is. Nobody knows. He's an asshole. Don't even worry about him. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, he bleeds all over a floor. Next thing you know, he gets like sucked in underneath the floorboards and like he starts like growing back. I mean, that is like, what the fuck? It's like no one ever seen anything like that before. And so I was a little bit confused as to where the relationship between like his wife and Frank came from. But I guess a lot of that was just flashbacks.
Yeah. Well, it's and we'll get into it as we get into the second one, because the second one kind of opens that up a little bit more. And what's crazy is the scenes that they show in the second one of like Frank, Julia, even their wedding. That was all footage from the first one that they cut out and they used it in the second one, which was actually pretty brilliant. Considering what they cut and what they reused. That's pretty good. And that's one thing I did like about the second one. It wasn't like they didn't rehash anything, but man, you hit the nail on the head with the backstory. I mean, you got just enough to know, and honestly, that dude was fucking weird. First of all, walking up to the door. Do you have a towel? Can I come in? Damn, dude, slow the fuck down. Slow down. I'm Brother Frank. Dude, chill the fuck out. First of all, I don't remember you from the wedding. Chill out, okay? Well, can I come in or not? Bro, fuck. Travis, calm down.
Yeah, then doesn't get in. Woo.
Yeah. I just, man. It's like I remember thinking just about every male character in this movie was a complete dick.
Except for Steve. Steve
is useless.
That's mean. He is useless.
It's like, when they were moving the mattress on the stairs, you know what I mean? For example, I was gonna. The one dude's like, "Can I get a beer?
You
just
I guess I'll get it.
Straight at the wife. You know what I mean?
It's like,
like she's supposed to serve him or something like that.
I guess I'll get it.
She's like, "There's some of the fridge." And kind of like a go get it yourself.
Why would it take you 3 of them to get the bed up the stairs?
Yeah, it only takes,
I don't know.
I would just send Clara with that on her own.
Yeah, throw that motherfucker.
It was probably like the heaviest bed ever made. Like there was probably bricks or something on the
Not
inside
even
of
a
that
bed, it
mattress.
was
I
a
don't know what.
mattress.
Damn, bitch,
Exactly.
it was a Tempur-Pedic. It was Tempur-fucking-Pedic. You can't fold it in half.
Yeah.
God damn it. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, I'm with you, Rich. We could have
Cast
fucking
iron piece.
Eve Hoed
And the
Hercules
guy
that
was-
motherfucker upstairs.
Yeah. And the husband was like, what the fuck? You know,
Yes, I'll get it.
You're gonna treat our help like this? I guess I'll go get his
Guess
beer
I'll
for
go
him.
Get it.
You know, and then when he comes back, he tosses it to him. It's like, hey, dude,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah, like-
shaking up beer.
Yeah, like, do you not know how beer works?
Budweisers. In them days, it wouldn't have been Budweisers in this country, would it?
It wouldn't, but they're American. Somebody
I
would have brought them
Give
with
a
them.
shit.
Oh, here we
Americans
go.
drink that
Oh,
shit.
here we go.
Well,
I was
okay.
waiting on this one.
All right. In 1987, what would have
What
been
was
an
it?
authentic beer?
Who
in the
actually
UK?
drinks that?
Nobody drank Budweiser in here.
Nobody, not even
All right, well,
Americans.
come on.
So,
So
I'll drink.
across the pond, 87, what was the beer?
If I'm
me
gonna
a
walk
water.
around, I'll drink a Budweiser.
what?
Probably Carlsberg,
Big Carlsberg or
Hoffmeister.
Kestrel?
Oh,
Schlitz.
Schlitz.
Oh,
If
boy.
you would have handed that motherfucker Schlitz, I'd have lost it. I'd have
What the
lost it.
fuck
I'd
is
like,
Schlitz?
you
That's
guys
not
keep
even-
skated the fuck out of this movie.
Oh,
Genesee.
Orford Pills.
Yeah.
Genesee.
Listen to Nicole drop.
Wow.
Damn.
You know,
Old Milwaukee. You remember Old
Yeah.
Milwaukee?
throwing them all out the back of an El Camino. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You filled the back of the El Camino with ice and put them in the back and let everybody get them out of it. That's
What was the one that
This
Sean
went through
Bean was
my
in the
adolescence.
commercial?
That was Hoffmeister, wasn't it?
No, was it
that?
Carlsberg? Probably the best lager in the world. Was it that?
Oh, it might have been.
Could have been. We had so many
I
like
see you,
random
Ash.
beers that didn't
Jam
start around
out.
anymore. Anyway, right,
Man,
where
your
were
boy
we?
is jamming out. I see him.
He's
I see
listening to
you,
y'all, waiting for me to move.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. Next week's yours, bud. That is your hangout.
Literally counting the days. He's mad because I'm in his way.
That kid's excited. Just letting y'all know that kid's excited.
Step aside, sister.
What is next week?
Oh, he's flat out told me
Next
because I'm
week
taking
is,
your place on the hangout.
The guidebook to horror. So
Okay.
It's what?
Ash is 12. We're trying to get him into horror, so we're gonna
Ooh.
give
All right.
our best ones for him to watch.
Oh.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh. He's going to be
Yeah.
a good project.
Yeah, see,
No
I love
Cannibal
He
for
loves
Rock,
it.
Cole
Richard.
knows. What'd you say,
Yeah,
Ryan?
no Cannibal for
I
Rocks,
just said no Cannibal for Rocks.
No, nothing like
No.
He's 12. I'm 38. I can't even watch that shit.
that. No, I can't either. So I'm with you.
Did I check?
Shit's
Buried
wrong.
Alive is okay though. We'll go right ahead and watch
Hey,
that one.
hey, you know what? I had somebody had Burial Ground number 5 on their list to get to know me with horror. I almost peed myself. I love that movie so much. Yeah, anyway, so
Where are we
Clint, you
still
said
rating?
8.
Yeah, I
you
get
said
it.
8.
Yeah.
The Cinnabacons, what are you gonna give it?
I'm going to give it 8, just purely because of several reasons. I watched it a bit later than when it came out a few years later. Not much, maybe 3, but I'd already started reading like Clive Barker by then. And I think for me, the 8 comes because it's Clive Barker. And like you said, you've never seen anything like it, Don. Well, his creatures are just like, that's how his brain is, isn't it? In everything he's ever done. They are just absolutely, completely twisted and,
Yes.
you know, deprived and a little bit wrong and kind of, as you say, you want to have a shower after you've looked at one of them. And I think for me, it's because it's his brain that did that. And like all that you're talking about, like the bugs and stuff. Oh, hard past me. Fuck it. Right, I can watch somebody get sliced up into a million bits, but if I see a cockroach or a maggot, I just absolutely.
Yeah, she had to look away last night. Oh, maggots and cockroaches.
I just hate. I have a rational feeling.
Oh my.
I got you.
I love and I love that Claire, out of all of us, you know, is the famous one. You know, she's been in movies, and she has to look away from cockroaches and maggots.
Oh God,
And-
no! I hate cockroaches, maggots, anything like. Oh God,
They're
fucking
probably
no.
I think your 2 worst things
Yeah,
like that.
ever.
really.
Like
Cockroaches and maggots.
I can watch somebody be cut up or whatever or anything, or do blood effects myself, anything like that. I'm not bothered. But maggots and cockroaches, oh my God.
100%
I can
agree.
watch-
Ugh.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm getting kicked, y'all. So
What do you mean you're getting kicked? Oh,
Oh,
boy, you can't come in here eating your ramen.
You got to mute.
He's ready to roll in. He's eating ramen. He can't. He's not ready to roll yet. I just want to take time out to make sure everybody sees Nicole's shirt.
Not
and
ramen,
appreciates
spaghetti.
it. Oh, spaghetti. That's
What?
right. Your shirt. Everybody look at Nicole's
Oh.
shirt.
Yeah.
I can see from here.
Oh, shining. Clint, shut the fuck up. You can see. Stop that shit.
Clint,
I-
go take a hike.
He's just wearing those
literally
glasses
thought-
to look good. He's trying to look sexier than he is, and just take your
Yeah.
glasses off.
That's impossible.
These
Yeah, I know,
are
he's already sexy.
they're blue blockers. That's what they are.
Blue block, bitch.
Yeah.
Turn the fucking
They
shit
are.
on your screen. When I come over next, I'll show you how to do it on your screen. And you
Oh,
gotta
all
wear
right.
your
Is that
glasses.
it? Okay.
I can't. If I haven't got my glasses on now, I can't. You just stops. And if I put them on, it's kind of better, but still a bit blurred because of the light, because I get reflection.
Claire looks like a murderous librarian. Like she keeps.
Then my job is done.
She keeps evolving. You notice that she keeps evolving. Like
Because
it's
I'm
like,
doing my ginger pumpkin thing.
yeah, it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
I do. It is my favorite. This one.
Well, Ryan's gone. Oh
Yeah.
boy,
Well, he's in the bush now.
he is.
so
He's in the sticks
his,
wherever.
his signal dropped.
All right, so we have a first time. Ash, let's go, man. You watched the first Hellraiser today.
You want to rate it?
Rate it. What do you think? Go 1 to 10. What do you think?
10.
Ooh,
That's my man.
I agree.
Damn.
I loved it.
That's my man. That's my man. I
maxed
Telling
it
you.
out.
10. It's phenomenal. It's great. It's a staple in history, in horror history. It is. All right, Jack Florence female version. What do you think?
No judgment, right?
No, not at all.
I gotta
if you
go
give it a
with-
5 out of 10, I might boot you.
I'm gonna go with oh,
Jesus Christ. She's like, I'm gonna go with a 5.2.
I'm gonna go with 7.
Okay,
Only because it's just not my type of horror.
sure.
I get it. I get
It
it.
was I give it a 7 just for originality
Sure.
because we got introduced to one of the best female villains ever
Oh
created.
yeah, Julia. Phew.
The way her appearance changed from the beginning to the end,
Mm,
like
Yeah.
Clive Barker just did that perfectly.
perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally agree.
Absolutely. In fact,
Yeah.
if we wind up doing and Clint just saying, if we wind up doing Days of the Dead in Vegas, she's the main reason why I'm going, because Claire Higgins is going to be there. Like I want
I
to be
met
there
her-
so bad.
She's amazing.
I met her quite a few years ago. Sweetest, nicest.
sure.
Like she's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Really nice lady.
Yeah, she brought. See, and let me make sure that I say this about the first one. The best part about the first one, it had nothing to do with the Cenobites. Julia was the centerpiece of that
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
Totally agree.
You know, even if you would have shown a silhouette, or you wouldn't have never shown, the Cenobites up until the second one, you could have got away with it because of how Julia was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because she was pivotal to it. Pivotal.
Yeah.
Not even, again, to this point, the Cenobites were an afterthought. It was like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
weren't supposed to get the screen time. And you
Right.
had
Yeah.
Julia come in, and she was amazing. I mean, that's
The whole aesthetic, never mind the acting and the way
Yeah.
she portrayed it, the
Yeah.
whole aesthetic for the 80s, the English 80s as well, which I picked up on because obviously it was filmed here, is
Yep.
so just perfect.
Yep.
It's so bang on.
and
She-
again, I
She
mean,
played,
She
She
it's
made
just
that movie.
perfect for the time.
it's oh man, I can't say enough good things about this movie. And again,
It
I
was-
know it's not. And Nicole, I respect you so much for saying it's not your cup of tea.
Not one of my favorites either, but I
the
could see that
But the
in it.
fact is everybody respects it. Everybody says the
Yes.
minute you say Hellraiser, it's like,
Yeah.
yes, I may
Yeah.
not
I-
like it.
I can't believe
But-
I waited so long to watch it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of
Claire
those
wanted
things
to watch
that.
the second one last night, but I'm going to
Oh,
watch
man.
it.
All right, so you know what? Fuck it, because I know this is where me and Clint want to go.
Yeah.
Because this debate, I've been
But
waiting for this.
I did want to say
Oh
that
God.
Yes, say it, Clint.
this
say it.
movie was just weird in the way it was laid out. I mean, it's like you didn't have a clear idea who the protagonist of the film was until it was nearly halfway over.
But is that a bad thing?
No. I mean, they focused on Julia, but I mean, technically she was a villain. You know,
you know what? That was the thing about it. Like, you didn't know, and Clint, to piggyback with what you said,
no,
you also didn't know who to root for. Like, you didn't know.
Everybody seemed like a piece of
Julia.
Shit. See?
I was rooting for Julia the whole
I
time.
was kind of yeah.
It seemed like a contest about who was the bigger piece of shit in this movie. You know,
I was like, get your man back.
Who can be the bigger villain here? Like, you had Frank, and then you had Julia. It's like, and then
like the creep value of it, the whole fucking daddy stuff all the time.
Who are these assholes that just got from hell? Yeah, right.
Not even in a kind of ironic sense. It was just, and like, I need to mention the visually bad 70s bushes that they kept just missing as well. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
it was fucking distracting.
I'm so glad you said that.
Sorry.
The biggest thing. And me and Clint, was it me and you that talked about it? I think me and you talked about it. The biggest thing that bothers me with the first one is getting up to the end of the movie, where Kirsty comes in and she's like, "Oh, Daddy," it's like, you can't see the fucking blood around this bitch's face.
The brow of his head. His hairline is all like blood.
Dad, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Why are you bleeding?
His face was
What's happening?
Off.
Yeah.
Yes,
I just combed my hair too hard. It's not a big deal here.
Normally aggressively brushes his hair.
Go up to the mirror. Like,
excuse me, let me straighten my skin out.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, you don't know that? Come on.
When he does that.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, hold on. Let me push my eyeball. Like, no, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. You see the shit around
that
his
at
face.
all.
That is one of the things that has bothered me out of a lot of things in that movie. That's one of them. And one of the other ones. So now that we've done our ratings, and everything, so that's one thing that's bothered me. The other thing that bothered me was the engineer, the engineer. The monster that shows up that you can clearly see is on a rail, because if you look close enough, you can see
I thought I'd seen it last night, and then I was watching stuff on YouTube today, and it was there. I didn't want to say that last night. I thought I was being too critical, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it's just so weird because like that creature doesn't play another part in the entire series.
No.
In fact, it's not until a part 9 or 10 when they mention the engineer again, but it's not the same thing that we saw right then and there. So, that was weird anyway. And not to mention fucking Steve, all you do is make out with Kirsty. You don't do shit. You're like, hey, let me flip this cigarette in the back of my mouth. And then, you know what? We're going to make out in the subway. And then, and then, not to mention,
what else do you do there?
And I love that Claire brings up the whole aesthetic and the whole, the things wrong with it, because I still, to this day, cannot figure out. So the sequence where they're dreaming, somebody's dreaming, and they have like the sheets with the blood, and then the face comes up. Who the fuck dreamt that? Like, you got two people in the room, and guess what? They're both sweaty as fuck. So somebody had a nightmare somewhere. Who was it? Just saying. Who did that? She can't figure it out. So I'm just confused. I don't understand it. But you guys know what I mean, right? You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the guy eating the crickets.
Right, crickets are slightly better, but even so.
And why did he turn into a dragon? Does the dragon ever come back?
It was like a hell beast thing, wasn't it?
Oh,
shut up, Claire.
Yeah. I don't
Claire,
know.
you know what you're talking about.
You're talking about
that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what they call it, is a hell beast. That's exactly what they call it, love. Like, And yeah, where did that go?
I didn't quite understand that. You know, I thought it was a really cool effect for him to like just step into the fire, pick up the box, catch fire. But you know,
Claire.
But
yes, no, it was great. It was a good effect.
I did think it was kind of dumb where he like turned into like some like I don't know, winged.
I thought it was
flew off.
I don't know if he come back later in another film.
Because like
and Clint, to your point, if he just honestly, it would have been even better. It would have, you know, like just saying, like the Jesus personification, because that's what, if you look at him, that's what it reminds you of.
Well, from the beginning, it was just all religious icon from like the beginning, religious imagery, like the creep factor of it, like, you know, and you said about the blood or feeding blood and all that. It was all set that way, and I expected it to be more that way.
If he would have walked into the fire, got the box, and then walked out without turning into whatever he did, that to me that would have been more impressive. That would have been like,
or he could have like run off, you know, and like fallen into like a nearby like body of water or something. You know what I mean?
I guess it's supposed to be near the docks, isn't it?
Yeah. So it was silly.
It was silly. It was silly. Yes, that was silly. I give you that was silly. But other than those couple things, definitely good. Amber, with your goddamn Jack Skellington pajama pants. I see that shit.
Jack Skellington pajama pants. I think
love
you're
you.
Spot on. You were spot on.
Yeah,
love you.
I'm totally Halloween. I'm like all black. Great.
I just saw that shit. I was like, damn. Got it. See it.
Much better seeing that than Clint's ass crack again, huh, Don?
Oh my God.
Nicole. Preach it, baby. Preach it.
I didn't realize that was super visible, but
hey,
you know,
brother.
There's a picture floating around on Facebook of it.
The fact that somebody took the time to screenshot your ass crack, I will
that's
give
amazing.
I will give you,
you know, and I seriously would have questioned whether or not it was even visible from that picture I saw.
Oh, it is. There's a screenshot chart somewhere on Facebook in the comments. I've seen it.
It was causing a draft coming out of my phone. That was a crevice and a half, man.
It's my wallpaper. It's my background on my phone.
I don't believe it.
Not shocked.
He blew up.
I'm going to print it on your pillar.
I'm going to get coasters made of that and send 48 of them out to our fans. All right.
With like the scratch and sniff thing.
Is that, yeah, exactly. Scratch and sniff. Clint's ass smells like Nautica Oceans.
I was going to say
after a hike.
Potpourri. Yeah, potpourri.
Oh,
Yeah, with the
God.
pine cones. His ass smells like pine cones. Yes.
Pine cones.
All right.
It's not as a Christmas fragrance.
But why would his ass smell like pine cones? What's it been doing with them pine cones?
Well.
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 But that's
use your
another
imagination,
story.
my brother. You'll figure it out. Anyway, moving on to
it's natural toilet paper.
All right. You know what?
Well.
This is why I don't go hiking with him when he invites me. Hellraiser 2. Hellbound.
Oh yes.
All right. Yes. All right. So let's start this off. So a lot of people think that this is the superior film to the first one because of two reasons. One, because the Cenobites have center stage because it involves them more. And I half agree. And we have had this conversation multiple times on this podcast. Less is better. I like the fact that you didn't see the Cenobites a lot in the first one, but I hated it because if that's where you were going with this, if this was your whole grand scheme, just have them be the villain. Just don't even include Julia in it. Because at that point, it's like, I want to see Julia as the villain from here on out. And that's the one thing that Hellbound set it up for. If you're watching it from the start, you know, you're watching, you know, you're watching what happens to Kirsty from the first one. She's in a sane asylum, basically. You know, you have Dr. Chenard that's like, hey, I'm a brain surgeon. Hold on. I just heard somebody click in. Let me exit out of full screen. That's probably CBR. Yeah, boy. Yeah, there's my boy. Woo, boy.
Made it back.
There he is.
Made it back.
Hello.
Backwards cat.
Somebody opened the damn puzzle box. Here he is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Somebody
Somebody
summoned
put it
him.
down.
Somebody summoned him. He's an angel to some. To me, definitely. But yeah, I mean, you have to look at the second one like, and I even hate to say it. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go right off the rail right now and just tell you that when we do our rating, this one's a 10 out of 10. This is what Hellraiser should have been. If you would have included a lot, this should have been Hellraiser 1. Like the movie should have been 3.5 hours long. You should have included 1 and 2 should have just been smack dab because of everything that happens. It's amazing. It's incredible. I mean, it all and to Clint's thing, it has a backstory. To Clint's point, it has a backstory. Like it shows, you know, the whole thing. Like as soon as you start the movie, you get the creation of Pinhead from Doug Bradley, Elliot Sadler. You know, you watch him get created.
Yeah, the brightness keeps going up and down.
And it's like you didn't know. Like at that point, now you know. See, and that's the cool thing about it. Now you know he was human at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He was something more than, you know, like he says in the first one. You know, we're explorers. And you know, it's more than that. And that's what makes it really cool. You know, like, okay, now we get it. And you know, Julia's back, and I love her line that I absolutely love. Bitch, I'm not the wicked stepmother. I'm the evil queen. Is incredible. Because it's true now. So she's died and she comes back. So now it's like, you know what? I beat all y'all. I beat everybody. And I don't know what Amanda's doing. She's torturing her kid. And it's a good hangout to torture your kid with. Yes.
She's about to turn her camera off. It looks like somebody's getting ready to get knocked out.
I don't know what's gonna happen after that. I mean, I get it. I understand.
She's like, boy, raise your hand to your mother. Watch this shit.
Go cut your own
We're gonna have an elbow drop here in a second.
Yep.
So
nothing for the Christmas.
So let me
hold on. I just want to point out.
Yeah.
Do you see what Ryan has? Ryan has a shield for his microphone.
It came with the microphone.
That's a pop filter.
When did you buy a microphone?
I've had one since forever.
Oh, I guess I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. I'm still okay. But no. So the second one, it takes it. I don't know. It takes the first one and just it amps it up. You have more Cenobite action. But you know, so this movie has some of the worst dialogue in any Hellraiser that I've ever heard. Ever. Let me enlighten you guys. Hold on. I have to make sure that I get this guy's last name right before I say it, because I don't want to be an asshole if somebody correct me. Just hold on. I hold on. All right, hold on. Okay. Who just fell asleep? Who just snored? Fuck whoever did that. Fuck whoever did that. I don't think anybody did. Yeah. Rich, you old fuck, stop snoring.
What the fuck? You can't speak to me like that. You respect your elders, young man.
What are you gonna do about it?
He said, I just did.
What are you gonna do about it? Fly across here and do something about it, baby.
You're gonna sleep through it.
Oh boy.
My lip itches. Kyle McRae is the guy's name. I just want everybody to realize when we're watching this movie. So he's like, my name is Dr. Kyle McRae. You can call me Kyle. Well, what the fuck else was I going to call you? Doctor?
Doctor.
I mean,
Wasn't
Kyle, you can call him Chad.
Yeah, you can call me Chaz. What? Really?
You can call me Shirley.
Aliens.
You talking about
Sure,
Gorman from
exactly.
Aliens?
Yeah, Gorman from
Excuse
Aliens.
me? Yeah, like, my name's Dr. Kyle McRae.
Mhm.
You can call me Kyle. Okay, what the fuck else was I going to call you?
Dr.
okay.
McRae.
No, shut up, Brian. No.
I was just
At
going to say
that
that.
stage, they were on a first name basis at that point. All right, so let's get the second one out of the way. The best thing about the second one, with hands down, Dr. fucking Chenard. Like, that dude, Kenneth Chattenham steals the fucking show. Dr.
You would say
Chenard
that
is
'cause
the
he's
star of it. Excuse me?
You would say that because he's Scottish, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm pretty
Biased.
sure somebody on this podcast is Scottish. I don't know who the fuck that is, but
It's you.
it's me. You're right. But I mean, that dude is amazing. I mean, either way, it's like he just comes in and, you know, I'm gonna fucking buzz your fucking brains. Like, we have to know. You knew he was. So out of anything, why is Amanda cutting her kid's hair on camera? Why is this happening? Everybody thinks we don't see it. Ryan, what did you just do
She
with the
just
cat?
fucked up my
What
hair.
are you doing with your hair? What the fuck is happening here? It's madness now.
He had a
Madness.
rat tail, so I had to get rid of it. Tell me,
Ryan,
Oh.
what the fuck was wrong with your cat?
Oh, yeah, good
He
call.
was climbing on the
Good call.
keyboard.
No.
Nicole right now is
She
joining.
did you a favor. Rat tails are bad. Don't let that
Nicole
happen.
right now, man. I tell you
True.
what, Nicole is amazingly, fantastically beautiful. I just want everybody to know that. Like, yeah, she's great. Wow. And Amanda just fucking shrugged that shit off like it was nothing. That kid's traumatized for at least 3 weeks. But yeah, I mean, so the second one opens up with, you know, let's retell the tale of the first one. Fantastic to get everybody acquainted. But then, where the fuck did Steve go? I don't like that Steve just gets written off because Steve was awesome.
I'm
Good,
okay
Ryan.
with Steve never being in the franchise again.
Why?
Yeah.
But why?
Because fuck Steve, that's why.
That's not a good reason. Like, that
Fuck Steve,
reason
he's
is
ruined
terrible.
you,
Because
G-
fuck Steve, that's
you-
why.
yes.
That's
Yeah,
like, why
yeah.
don't I want that? Why don't I want him
Yeah,
on
it's
my
like-
team? Because fuck
Yeah.
that dude.
Who-
That's
who
why.
needs Steve? Yeah, the cops talked to him. They sent him home. They're like, "Yeah, you're fine."
Yeah, shut up, Clint. Because you're
Yeah.
fucking. You are definitely going along with Ryan. And that's exactly what he
Yeah, they
said.
said he had
We
quite
sent
a
him
story
hours
to tell,
ago.
let him go hours ago.
Yeah, we sent
Yeah.
him hours ago. Like, no, you fucking didn't. He saw the shit that happened.
Yeah,
He was there.
they
He
just didn't
almost
want to
got
pay
killed
another
by a
actor to
butterball.
come back. That's all.
Yeah,
They had
Um,
one. That's all they needed.
right. But you know, the thing about it is that this one is just—it's bizarre because of the way that it's portrayed. Like, you have a doctor that's has it has multiple layman configurations. We don't even know that's what it's called yet, but you know, in these cases, and he knows more. And the thing that really out of anything that bothers me is that Ryan's cat keeps getting in the camera. But no, that, you know, like, Dr. Chenard has a picture of Elliot Sadler, who is Pinhead. Like, he has a picture of him. Like, how does
Yeah.
anybody know that? Like, why would that be there?
And that weird acupuncture drawing that he had.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a goddamn crossword puzzle. What the fuck ever that's called. Yeah, whatever it is.
I don't know. He's doing a
Somebody
Sudoku
help
one.
me. Please, for the love of fuck,
You're
help me.
not
Connect the
supposed to
dots.
like a
Connect the
phrenology
dots.
stuff.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. Crossword puzzle.
It is a phrenology
Yo,
job.
yo, let me fuck this up on purpose. Come on now. connect the dots. Dude, Ryan, your cat is fucking amazing. I love your. Is that a new kitty?
No, it's the same one we've always had. She just, for some reason, she's really into the media room today. So
it's okay. I'm okay. Cats get a pass. But like this movie takes it even further than the first one. You have Dr. Chenard, who's like basically a brain surgeon / psychologist / murderer. He brings somebody to his house that. Okay, so just to let you guys know, I did my research today.
As a man of science,
he's a man of science.
It seems weird that he would delve so deeply into something that's non-scientific.
The guy that plays Frank in the second one is the guy that plays the guy that's on the mattress that scrapes the bugs away. So this guy got like double duty. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so that's how so this whole thing is brought upon bringing Julia back. Yeah. And Dr. Chenard is like, okay, so first of all, Ryan said, fucking, I'm out. So here's the fucked up thing. So the cops call somebody, or somebody calls somebody and says, hey, there's a bloody mattress here at the apartment or the house. Okay, I'm going to buy that. So all of a sudden it shows up in Chenard's house. Pretty sure that would never happen. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Unless, he had somebody on the police force in his pocket, you know what I mean? And he was basically able to get that away from a crime scene because he was giving somebody a bunch of money.
Yeah, and that's not disclosed. But it's weird though. It's like,
right, they didn't do that.
Look at that cat. But it's just weird. But you know what? The result is incredible. They bring a psychotic inmate, and he's like, "I'm going to give you a razor blade." He's like, "Get him off me! Get him off me!" And all of a sudden, it's like, well, guess what? Julia comes out the mattress and wraps her legs around this dude, and fucking sorry for you, brother, because you just got fucking ate. Because she's like, and you know what? Oh, I dropped my top. Son of a bitch. Whatever. And Clint, to your point, to this whole thing with the gruesomeness, Julia's like, hey, NC-17 in your fucking head. I'm showing that 100%. And Kyle's like, oh no, Rich, you do that way too well. If I ever come, if we ever, well, what it's not. If when we come over to see you, you better make that same noise. Yeah, without a doubt. Even when we come see you, Ryan, you better make that same noise.
We time to come back.
So yeah, I mean, it's this one's grittier. Honestly, this one is a lot grimier than the first one, just because of the fact that you have a mattress that all of a sudden you bring somebody that's mentally incapacitated there, and you give him a razor blade, and he just cuts his shit up, and then all of a sudden, like, Julia comes out and has her way and says, don't be. First of all, that's what's really weird about this too. You could tell Chenard's fucked up from the beginning, because when Julia comes out, remember in the first one, Frank didn't want anything to do with.
He was all over that.
Yeah. But this one was like, don't be scared of me. He was like, I'm not.
Yeah, he was all over it.
I was like, what? Huh? What? Yeah, it's fucking weird.
What the hell was that?
What?
The man has got like a handful of hair.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus. What's
Oh,
that?
my God.
Wow.
I'm
pretty sure we just had the Hellraiser
I think
sequel
she
in the house.
scalped Ash. What the hell happened?
What did you do?
He had a whole cat on his head.
We're doing Hellraiser, not Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. I'm not responsible for that. Jesus goddamn Christ. Ash, you look good though, brother. I'm not gonna lie. You look all right. You look good still. Yeah, you're all right. You're good. But yeah, the second one. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. The overall scheme of things, you know, the backstory with the Cenobites, Kirsty coming back. This was the one thing that outside of, and Ryan, because you watched them, you have to correct me. Is it Hellseeker when Kirsty comes back?
Yeah.
Okay. Other than Hellseeker, you know, you still had Ashley Lawrence, you still had Doug Bradley, and of course you have Doug Bradley until the 8th one. But just saying, it's one of those things that, and Clint knows I am a fucking stickler for continuity. You better have the same actor playing the same fucker, and Michael Myers, Jason, whatever, that doesn't count. When you have somebody that talks like Doug Bradley, you better have somebody like Doug Bradley, or you better have Doug fucking Bradley talking. You know, so that's what the great thing about this one was, is that Doug Bradley was still back. But you know, you didn't have the quips that you had in later ones, but I can tell you, you know, I loved Pinhead's lines in this one. You know, even the female Cenobite was amazing. You know, oh, first it was the box. First, you know, now it's this. He's like, we want to taste your flesh or explore. We have all eternity. Like that's fantastic. That's what you want to hear from a villain. Rich, I think you just came in your pants. Is that why you're sitting there like that?
I think I just did. Do that voice again.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, please.
Yeah.
Me and Nicole were invested.
What about me?
Claire looked down. I was like, what just happened? I was
Hang
like,
on, if I think really hard, I could come in my pants for it if you want.
Claire, well, Nicole's waving it off. Like, say it again, baby. Say it again.
Yeah, please.
But no, I mean, it's still iconic, the fact that you still have, other than the female Cenobite who was recast, you still had the same people. You still had the same Pinhead, same Butterball, still Chatterer. But Ryan will probably bring it up, but I will. The Chatterer in the second one, they changed his design as we got towards the end. Now he had eyes. What? He looked like a rat. What was?
There was a deleted scene apparently where they sliced his eyes open.
I hate that.
Yeah,
it's open.
They did film it, didn't they? But they just never put it.
Yeah, there's like dodgy footage somewhere, but it's not very clear.
I know there's dodgy footage of the surgeon scene that was on the back of the VHS box, like with Pinhead and the female Cenobite in the gowns and the masks.
I think that might be what I saw on a YouTube clip.
Yeah. I know that exists.
Yeah, I think I saw it on a YouTube clip today. Then that's what I saw. It was really sketchy though.
Oh yeah, it looked like it was dragged through the mud.
Oh yeah, 100%. So the whole, you know, and you know, the biggest thing about it is, let's look at the whole thing with Leviathan when they go to hell. That was a big matte painting. Like that whole thing was a big matte painting. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. You know, but the one thing that bothered me was like when Pinhead comes in, he's like, "It's not." What does he say? Oh, hold on, because if I'm gonna say it, I'm not gonna fuck it up.
It's not calls it.
That's dumb. Hold on.
You can say anything. Just keep doing it in that voice.
No, hold on.
Please,
thank you, Nicole.
please do.
I understand it. I understand that. I love it, but I have to make sure I get this shit right. I don't want to fuck my fans up. Nicole, that's a big turn on. Just saying. Love it.
What?
You're like, keep talking in that voice. I will.
I like it.
I just have to make sure I get the shit straight.
I made John Cassier's face turn red when I met him.
That's right. It's not hands. that call us. It is desire.
Deep fried spam.
So, Clint, put your
Mac and
glasses back
cheese.
on, you fucking nerd. No, that's what he says. It's funny because, because that's when Tiffany, basically our new protagonist, is like, oh, well, now I can solve the puzzle box and this. And, they're behind the fucking, the mirror. He's like, it's not hands that call us. It is desire. And all of a sudden, I was like, yeah, cool. So it's this asshole that we knew about and Julia. I don't know what's happening with not Jinx, but Ash, but nobody look down there. Just don't do it.
I'm fixing him.
Fixing.
It's not hands that call us.
It's hair.
Good.
It's hair.
It's hair that calls us. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they got Claire Higgins back is incredible. Claire Higgins was a absolute staple when it came to this franchise, even if it was that short-lived. I love how Nicole's saying and her eyes are closed as she's eating whatever the fuck she's eating. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Popcorn.
Girl, you can definitely say with your eyes closed. Yeah, I mean, it's, again, this movie is, with Hellraiser being as high as I rated it, this one's, it's better because of the story. It's, and like you say, Clint, the continuity about it. This one has a fuck ton more continuity. It shows a lot more. It's what, and I'm getting to that. Hold on. It shows, their wedding, blah, blah, blah. And then it shows Dr. Chenard is like, now that's the big thing. And Claire, I know where you're thinking. Why does Dr. Chenard want to, bring back Julia? How did he find out that's
thinking.
Okay? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Go, Claire. Tell me what you're thinking, baby.
No, I'll let Rich start.
Now go, please go.
When the cops come on the scene, they say, "We've got this mattress covered in blood." How come they're American coppers if it's supposed to be in England? It's so confusing.
You know what?
And they're wearing American uniform.
I can't answer that because I don't give a shit about that. But
you're talking about continuity.
No.
It's supposed to be still. She's in the same place we left her. Essentially, same time period.
I just want everybody to know that Ash just got a haircut on this hangout, and he looks fucking incredible. I just want to point that out. I just looked down and was like,
I can't see unless I go real close.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Kill me.
Yeah,
It
man.
looks like a Monchichi before.
Dude,
Nice.
this looks awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Did she just hit us with a Monchichi reference?
She said Monchichi.
Oh my god.
He did. He looked like a Monchichi. Hold up a minute.
What is a Monchichi?
I was waiting for that.
I don't know what that is either.
Amanda, explain what a Monchichi is to Rich.
Oh, that's
Look, wait, I'm gonna
100%
show you.
American.
It's a toy monkey.
Oh,
All right.
There was a cartoon
Dude,
at one
Jesus
time.
Christ.
it's cute though.
Back in the
Jesus Christ,
70s.
That fucking Clint's like,
Yeah.
yeah, there was a cartoon.
Yeah, there was.
I got one hair.
That kind of reminds me of like the Sasquatch from like Tenacious D.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Yeah.
God,
Speak of destiny. What a
Okay,
film.
anyway, before we get too off topic, because that's where we're going. That's the route we're going.
Wow. All right.
Wow. Clint, you can take over. Go, baby. Yeah, go.
This sums it up.
Yes.
Hellbound was best. And if I'm not
Correct.
mistaken, that was probably Bal who said that.
That was Bal that said that. Yes. Claire, can you make sure that that's right?
All right, hello. What? Where?
Look at the quote that we just posted.
Yes, I can see it's Bal. Hello, Bal.
Okay, cool. So we're good. So Bal, thank you. Without a doubt.
Hellbound, yeah, that was second one. Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I was actually on the phone to him just before we came on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
He was actually talking about later on ones, which we'll get to later. But yeah, he said definitely Hellbound is his favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's my favorite.
Good evening, Bal.
Shut up, Rich. You're late to the party.
I'm going to swear at him in a minute.
I am as well.
I love you so.
Continuity and just like
I love Rich so much. Rich, I want to meet you in person one day. I really do.
There's going to be swear words, young man. You carry on.
I can't wait to meet you, brother. I fucking love you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. Clint, what do you want to rate it, man? What do you want to rate it? And then we'll go what you like.
Nothing gets a 10. So I'm gonna give it a 9.
Fuck.
But I mean that's about as high as I ever go with anything. But
right.
I don't know. I feel like about this like I do about a couple other films. Like look at Alien and Aliens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or Terminator and Terminator 2. It's just it's not often that I feel that a sequel to a film kind of outdoes the original. I mean, and I kind of feel that way about this one.
Right.
And nothing against the original one. The original one was amazing.
Yeah.
100%. But you had to start somewhere.
Well, that's what to piggyback off of that, people don't understand that anytime that you have a sequel like and with Clint, Aliens is the one that hits home the most because it's the most I don't know, like
Aliens for me, definitely.
It's the most I mean
it's perfect.
Alien is a horror movie. Aliens is like it's everything wrapped in one. It's a horror, sci-fi, action. Like it's hard to get that. Just like Predator. It's a horror, action, sci-fi in one movie. It's hard to get that, but it does it like it's going out of style.
It's a continuation of a story ramped up, with a story of its own. You know what I mean? But it perfectly complements the original.
Like Aliens and Predator 2.
Yes, you just expanded the world. That's all you did.
Yeah,
and I really liked what they did with that. I like the fact that they brought back, at least one character from the first movie. And they picked the right one to bring back as far as I'm concerned. But technically they brought back 2 because you got, Julie as well. 3?
Frank.
Okay. Frank. Oh yeah. Well, I barely count him.
Oh, come on. Oh, God damn it.
Fuck Frank. Yeah, Frank was done in the first movie, in my opinion.
All right, let's put it this way, okay? At least they decided to bring back other people. We had Kirsty with Ashley Lawrence, Doug Bradley with Pinhead. All the Cenobites, other than the female Cenobite, was still the same actress. They replaced the actress with in the female Cenobite with somebody else, but you still had Frank. And again, this is what's so weird about it. So the dialogue with Frank, that was actually dubbed over by somebody else. But the dialogue
twice in the second one, didn't they?
Yeah, the dialogue in the second one, that was 1000% him. So kudos to you that does that. But it's still the fact, I mean, this one opened it up to like. It's so weird that you say that, Clint, because I hate that because it opens it up to like you could continue this story, but nobody wanted to play ball after this one was over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one they actually like gave you, some like traveling into hell. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they didn't do that at all in the first movie.
The Leviathan thing, honestly,
they
was
barely gave you Pinhead and the Cenobites in the first movie.
Yeah, and that was the thing. It was like, was
they
that
introduced them in the last half hour of the film?
Was that a taste of what we're going to expect? Because when we get to wherever, Ryan, Jesus Christ, shut up!
I've been at an amusement park all day.
I know. Pinhead wasn't there, so shut up. No, I mean you have, even with like when they're showing hell or whatever the fuck hell is, they have Leviathan, which was corny as shit. All of us know that. It's a big fucking diamond shaped lemon configuration in the middle of the goddamn rose maze from The Shining, but it was like that's pretty cool either way. Wow, Jack Skellington, round
Back
2
again.
Almost lost
I
it.
need jams and a blanket.
Ah,
She said, did she say jams and a blanket?
yep.
Bam. Love Amber.
Sounds
I
good
know
to
that
me.
bitch more than a lot of people do. Bam.
Thinking that's for the child.
It's awesome. For the child. For the child. Yeah, so Clint, you said what? 8 out of 10? 9 out of 10?
I went 9.
Bagans?
I'll give it an 8 or 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I was gutted today when I couldn't watch the third one. But yeah,
Okay.
I really did enjoy it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I will be watching it again.
Bacon 2?
Bacon 2.
I have inconsistencies I don't like about it. Just it's not right. I understand that it is the better movie to the first one, really, for what it's presenting. As Clint said, it's expanding as second movies do sometimes, and they do a bit better. It's just there's so much inconsistency of like, I know it was 3 was the one that was supposed to be filmed back in America, and 1 and 2 were filmed here.
Don't hit that yet. Don't hit that nerve yet. Hold on.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is the inconsistencies between 1 and 2, slight little things, were just like, it really put me off. Yeah, it was cool and it was great and I enjoyed it, but inconsistencies. But yeah, no, honestly, I didn't like the. Honestly, check the cop thing out. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. Amanda, have you seen 2?
Absolutely. I've seen
What
them
do
all.
you think?
Like you said, the Cenobites were more of the predominant in that movie, which I think's amazing, but I'm a sucker for the classics. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
That's, you know what? That's not bad. I mean, I can't. 8 out of 10 is a good score. I can't. Like you said, it's this falls in a classic. It does. Nicole, I have a feeling, because I know you so well. I know this is going to be higher than the first one, so go ahead.
I gotta go 9 out of 10.
I knew that was coming. It's
crikey.
And the only reason I took 1 point off was because, again, it's not my kind of horror movie. It's not the type of thing I usually watch. But you were talking about Leviathan,
yes,
and the big like diamond shaped thing. One of the best, and this is just because I'm so in love with Julia. I just
damn
love
it, she
her.
really loves her.
I
Claire
do.
Higgins, holy
I love a good female villain. Love it. Because female villains don't do what male villains do.
No,
We're very, when female villains are very manipulative about their attacks. They're very, we use everything we got to get what we want, And the scene, one of the best screenshots I've ever seen, and the best line in the whole movie is when she gets Dr. Trinard into the box thing, and the wires come down, and it's his point of view looking at her face through the wires. And she just goes, now you know. Gives me chills every time.
Yeah.
Love it.
mean, oh God. I love the fact that when she's in hell and she meets Frank again, and he, just like in the first one, she was like, oh, and punches his heart out, and she's like, nothing personal, babe.
Yeah.
And that's what happens.
Love it.
And who gave that son of a bitch his switchblade back?
Wow.
How the hell does he have that?
I'm
in
pretty
hell?
sure Ash is going to hang out with us until at least midnight. He just took a shot of whatever the fuck that. Yeah, baby, nod. Yeah, baby, nod. He got it.
Is that Mountain Dew? What is
got
that?
He's got
Okay.
it.
Little some bitch keeps drinking my Mountain Dew.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well.
Oh hell no.
Oh, look the fuck. God, Jesus, look out. All right. You know what? CBR, I am so looking forward to you putting a number on this. What you got, brother, man?
Do you want me to do the first one too, since I wasn't here for that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So the first one I gave a 7 out of 10. Mostly for Andrew Robinson and Doug Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
And it lost a lot of points because fucking Steve. Oh my god, I hate Steve so much.
God damn it, Steve.
I'm looking at my cons,
Steve.
Okay,
and 2/3 of them involve Steve. So yeah.
I'm really hoping that I'm going to get him on a podcast. If he's alive, I'm going to get him on a podcast.
That'd be awesome.
And you're going to be on the episode, Ryan.
The second one I just looked at my letterbox. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I really enjoy it.
Oh boy, it's tempting, but I can't do it.
Is that on your soundboard?
He's a staple.
We don't have booing on the soundboard.
My
We should.
attention that well. I don't know why it should. It just doesn't. I'm actually looking at what I didn't like about the movie, and even that doesn't make a lot of sense. I put Kyle as the new Steve. Fucking Steve.
Man, I mean,
yeah.
This movie is.
That's right.
Really
I didn't like
hard.
that Chenard became like a pun. That really got under my skin. Chenard using puns and everything.
Yeah.
That felt so out of place in a Hellraiser movie.
The doctor is in.
Oh, and I really had an issue with the fact that they killed that movie guy at the end of the movie.
Oh, or his asshole was hanging out from the mattress.
Yeah, I mean, those guys got it hard enough. They don't need to be getting eaten by bloody monsters.
Yeah.
Same guy.
I did feel bad for the movers.
I can tell you this right now. The Dr. Chenard has amazing quips, puns.
I think that's my issue with the movie, though. It rides that railing where it's too silly to be taken seriously, but it's taking itself too seriously to go full insanity.
I love it to a certain extent,
and that's why I think I give it a 6. It's just it needed to go one way or the other for me, and it didn't do that.
I love the fact it's like, I recommend a lobotomy.
See, you're doing it, and I'm like, maybe I should give it a 5.
Hey, a 5. Wow, man. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
You were great.
I thought that would raise it up.
That's the problem. You're doing so good. You're reminding me of the shitty lines that he had in the movie.
But 90% of the reason why that movie was so great was Julia.
Yeah,
and you haven't
what?
even mentioned her.
It is. Without a doubt. I mean,
Julia is fantastic.
You have somebody that comes in and, you know, it's so weird because Kyle comes in and he finds what they're doing, and then he turns around and is like, oh, wait. But then, you know, she's like,
and that
I'm going to make out with you. And
she managed to be hot with no skin and bandages on.
Isn't that weird?
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And Nicole, that is actually another detriment to the sequel for me. Julia's character is way more interesting in the first movie. In the second movie, she's the evil queen.
She's a token villain. Yeah, the first movie you got to see her evolve.
There's the confliction.
Close.
She still has feelings for Andrew Robinson, but you know, she wants that good D. So what do you do? And in the sequel,
kill people in your attic.
She's just
lure men in like a Black Widow and just kill them in the attic.
So that is actually
to have the hammer.
Though, is that Julia's character? I feel is kind of just. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's amazing, but the character is meh. There's a lot
That's
of
good. God, I didn't even thought of that. Like,
But one
okay,
other
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If, other than Julia, if Andrew Robinson would have been in this movie, would it have fucked anything up, or would it have made it better?
Well, he was supposed to be, but he didn't want to.
He didn't want to. Yeah,
It was supposed to be Kirsty's dad that she finds in hell, but Andrew Robinson didn't want to come back, so they had to. The whole Frank thing was like a last minute rewrite.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
I love that because and God damn it, it's the fact that this movie, 2 is, I hate it because you guys have given a rating, and I love both of these are incredible. Like, these movies, 1 and 2 are fucking phenomenal. Either way, like, people bash 2 because it's not this, that, and the other. But let's get into. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get into Hell on Earth.
Yeah. Well,
Hellraiser.
the good thing is they don't get any better from this point forward.
Oh,
I strongly disagree.
Okay.
He will. He will.
You go right ahead.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's. Oh my God. I'm scared of this one. Doug Bradley's still Pinhead.
Yeah.
Clint, back me up.
Ah.
God damn it. Oh boy. Does anybody want to? Does anybody want to?
I think this was the first one that might have actually been filmed in the States.
You know what?
Yeah, definitely was.
You know what? This I'm just being an asshole. I don't mind this movie. This is one of the only sequels I don't mind. I don't like any characters in it. I don't, other than Pinhead. But it's not the worst of them. Clint, back me up, please.
Sorry, other than Pinhead?
Yeah. Clint, before I throw up.
Throw up?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't call Hellraiser 3 the worst movie that came out of this. I wouldn't say that it made a 100% amount of sense. And beyond that, they went really theatrical and over the top with Pinhead. They gave him they really highlighted him, like in the club scene, where
yes.
He blasts in and just murders a whole bunch of people in the boiler room.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they had this really weird, confusing storyline, in my opinion, where they left you in part 2. They basically had the guy who had eventually become Pinhead, become his former self again.
Keep in mind, you had the human part of Pinhead and then the asshole part of Pinhead that was separated.
And they were separate in the third movie because you kept having the flashback scenes, World War I, giving us that backstory of the actual human, but Pinhead himself was trapped in that pillar.
Right.
And then I guess ultimately by the end of the movie, Pinhead had reabsorbed that entity that had been separated from him before in the last movie.
Right.
So I don't know. Just felt weird. It felt clunky. But that's just a personal feeling on it. I didn't think that it was the greatest entry in the franchise, but also, in my opinion, not the worst.
Ooh.
You're struggling with this. What is wrong?
This
No, you know what? It's not. You know what? It's not. It's not the worst. Who wants to come in? Uh-oh.
Fresh haircut.
Fresh haircut. Well, come
I hate
on,
my
fresh
life.
haircut. That's our boy. Man, he's ready to get down. This cat is. Look out. Yeah, I love you say that, Clint. It's not the worst. You know what? Honestly, let's put it this way.
It isn't.
And Ryan, I know how he thinks. To this point, 1, 2, 3.
Do you, Don?
If I was gonna put like a trilogy or whatever together, it'd be these 3. But it's very hard.
Yeah.
Just because it's one of those things, man. Like what?
This is probably Ryan's favorite movie.
No, actually, I was going to say, Don having trouble talking, like finding a way to talk about it. It's funny because I'm looking at I have my list. This is right smack in the middle of my list as far as like.
And that's why, because I don't hate this movie.
No,
I
but
don't
this
hate
is
this
the most
movie.
mediocre Hellraiser movie.
Yeah,
It exists.
I love the fact that Ryan says that because I don't. That's how I feel. Like I don't hate this movie, but I don't love it either because you have, you know.
And apparently, I had an issue with the piston Cenobite.
Yeah, well, you have Elliot.
Yeah, because where did that come from?
Dude, like fucking.
You know what? Look, this movie. Out of all of them,
Jesus,
Ash is freaking all of us.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah, it was just like bam, like fucking. This is my haircut. Love it, love you, Ash. But it's like this movie is, God. You know, Ryan, you said it best. Like this is 6 out of 10 for me. You know it's not even the fact that I don't like anybody in this movie. I just don't. Like, I'm not rooting for anybody. Like, you know, you have, the reporter. What's her name?
You have a cameraman who, when I was a kid, thought
Jerry Terry.
Jerry
Terry.
I mean, that was cool. When I was a kid, I was like,
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan's
cool.
in this. That's nice.
Oh, dude, Hulk Hogan, camera Cenobite. Yes. I'm going to take your picture, brother, and blow you up, brother.
Kirsty's got a cameo in it, but it's just there.
Oh, that's here nor there. But then you got an asshole. It's like, hey, let me take this cocktail, and then I'm gonna set 2 cops on fire.
Yeah.
And then the worst Cenobite in history, the CD Cenobite. What in the fuck? What?
Yeah. They were.
Are we in a Power Rangers movie?
I don't know. They were supposedly add-ons.
I think you are.
Yeah, because they were like proto Cenobites or something. Like they weren't even legit Cenobites.
They were. No. God damn it, Ryan! If you're gonna say it, say it right. They were pseudo Cenobites.
That's it, pseudo Cenobites.
Pseudo Cenobite.
I don't even like saying it.
It's basically Pinhead MacGyvered some villains. Like you took some.
He stuck bubblegum, paper clips up somebody's ass, the CD up somebody's ass, a cocktail spinner up somebody's ass. That's what happened. I don't like the fact that I know that fucking term.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. Should have had a mechanical egg beater on one of their hands.
I'm pretty sure that Amanda's son should be a Cenobite because he's just like fucking
insane.
I don't know what's happening. It's amazing. It's incredible either way. I'm just watching this in the camera.
I think I even gave this a 5 out of 10.
You gave this movie out of 5 out of 10?
I think so.
Oh, well, that's all right. Well, god damn. I don't know.
Oh no, I gave it a 4.
Oh shit. And we're an hour and 35 minutes in. Should I hurry up? No, we shouldn't. This one is interesting.
No.
I give this one a 1 out of 10.
Jeez.
No, I don't. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna say there's.
No, I give the honestly.
Gonna
I
give the other
one,
ones negative numbers.
I give this one. I give this one a 6 out of 10 because, again, it's still somewhat of a continuous story.
Yeah.
You have, the pillar of souls. Oh, well, bring me souls. And you know what? You have, JP Monroe, who is like amazingly fucking other people. And then, oh, you need to eat this bitch that I brought to the apartment. Cool.
Yeah.
And then he's going to get back with his ex-girlfriend. Well, I'm going to fuck your day up because I'm going to double cross you and you can eat this guy, and then piston in the head.
JP Monroe looks like he smells like leather oil and old cigarette smoke.
JP Monroe reminds me he may have been a outcast to the New Kids on the Block.
That if I looked up a picture of the New Kids
like
now and
saddle
saw him in the
soap
background.
and chewing tobacco.
He smells like an asshole on a cactus.
What?
The dude was smoking while having sex.
Yeah.
And he
That
was
dude
on
was
top,
getting on.
which means
We've all been there.
his ash. Yeah, but that would mean his ash was dropping onto her body.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
the most asshole thing I've ever seen in my life.
Position it properly.
Is
The way he was positioned, it was going on her.
I feel like is that the worst thing?
Yeah, it's just the worst thing about these movies.
Was it like falling
For
on
some
chest
reason,
or
that
like
really,
crevice?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
that really made me feel
beat
good.
off on your face.
I'll give you an
stop
interesting factoid about that scene. There's a reason why his hands are on her
I know,
tits
I was
the
just-
entire
yeah, I
time.
know.
Because she didn't want to
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
her
she
Yeah.
didn't
breast
want her
out.
tits out.
She didn't want him on
Yeah.
screen. That's right.
So, but the weird thing is, any other movie, they would have just left the top on. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
wearing a bra. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
the
Or
Weinstein-
something
to the
slightly
disappointment of the
blurry.
fans, but it's like at
Yeah.
the same time, it's
I
like
would have been like Rich. Rich would have been like Rich would be like,
The way
and then just I'd have just fucking left my hands. You're gonna give me that? Like, oh,
You
no,
don't even have to do that.
Oh,
You can
okay.
You can
And then-
position the arms and things.
yeah.
It's doable. It's like I
Yeah.
don't understand the whole what they did, even
Wait.
though I've not.
Could have just
You know
turned
what?
her up.
First of all,
How many times have they put the camera behind like a candlestick or something like that? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's blocking it. You know what
first
I
of all,
Well,
don't
they
give
kind
me
of did
any.
it in the first one.
Yes, don't give me any kind of considerations for titties. I'm grabbing them. They're going to be there. And if I let my hands go and
Well-
then nips show, I don't fucking care. I'm
I
grabbing.
love
them.
that this is what I come back into.
You're right, Nicole.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just
This
saying.
is what you
I'm
want
grabbing
fucking
that
shit.
shit.
This is
and
what
you
I'm
know
looking
what?
into.
That's your fucking job. That is your fucking job as an editor. I'm grabbing them titties and I'm going. Sorry. Guess I'm in the wrong. Just saying. Is this an X-rated movie? No. Tough.
The more
Talk
you
to
know.
the NCAA. MPAA, sorry. Because that was college football. Talk to college football. Let me know how to think about it.
mean?
All right.
So,
well, obviously
sorry.
somebody,
What was your rating?
I don't know, 10 out of 10.
Because you gave it a 1, and then we started talking about nipples.
Yeah. You gave it a 1, and then you're like, no, I didn't.
Oh, no. This,
Where were you?
Seriously? This movie, God, Claire's snorting is the greatest thing in my life.
I love it. Great.
Hellraiser 3, God, this is a fucking 4 out of 10.
There you go.
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Because I like it, and I don't like it.
It's the perfect. It's one of those perfect movies you can just have on in the background, and
Yeah.
the bar scene, the massacre scene comes up. Oh, cool! Hey, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's better when
know.
you don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, exactly.
That one is. Yes.
It's like the monsters.
Oh, well.
Mhm.
Oh, somebody just farted. Who farted that said that? Like, if we're not. God damn.
I haven't announced it.
That's a far cry from the monsters. Just saying. Like, oh, Hellraiser 3 greater than monsters. Oh no. It's a hard That's a hard argument. Yeah. I'm sorry. I like this movie. I do. Clint, did you go?
I didn't rate it.
Rate it, bitches.
Yeah, and I don't hate it either.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm right there with you. Somewhere between a 5 and a 6. I'll go 5.5. You know, it wasn't the worst entry.
No.
And definitely was not the best. I think maybe they spent a little bit too much time on, you know, the backstory of the man who became Pinhead, but whatever. It's just, I don't know.
We're still talking about 3, right?
Yeah.
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 I didn't like that at all. Like,
yeah, I just found it clunky and confusing, you know, and then they spent a whole bunch of time showing you World War I kill scenes. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, right?
And then they really fucked you at the end of it because you think the movie's over and they give you an extra scene.
No, it's not over. And then, you know what?
Oh, it's over. Oh, wait,
It's
no,
over
she's in
now.
a field now. You know what I mean?
Here, set him a middle finger and spin.
Daddy!
No, please don't.
You know, hugs the guy, you know, and suddenly it's Pinhead once he gets the box out of her hands. I'm like, what the fuck
Thanks, you dick.
Oh, what, spoiler? Was I not supposed to do that?
Oh, look out.
I haven't watched Hellraiser 3
wow.
yet.
Are you kidding me?
Damn, that haircut went a little too far.
Did you
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He shaved his fucking face off.
Yeah. Hey, I think Hellraiser just happened in their house. What the fuck?
In the goddamn fuck. Hold the fuck on a second.
We got a new
Came on with
Cenobite.
that.
Somebody get him
Jesus
another
Christ.
sacrifice. I think he needs like some more flesh on his
He needs
body.
another crazy person
Oh,
on a mattress.
God.
Yeah.
That final layer is in.
I was gonna say, did somebody just read from the Necronomicon?
It's something.
Pretty sure.
Oh, look at it again.
All right.
I am terrified right now.
It looks like Creep Show.
Yes.
You want to rate this movie?
Dude,
Number 3.
do you see your kid?
I can't.
You can't. You didn't
Yeah, I
see it.
haven't seen it.
We've only looked at clip. We couldn't get this.
We couldn't get it. We tried today.
We tried today. It was actually one that I thought I'd want to have a look at, but from what I've seen of it, I don't think I missed
We
anything.
watched like loads of YouTube stuff on clips on them all.
Yeah, but it didn't
Yeah.
look like it would. It didn't look like anything that I should have watched.
Yeah, I saw it years ago. I didn't see it recently. I tried to, but I couldn't find it anywhere to watch it for free.
Yeah.
So I
feel I
basically-
saw it a long time ago as well, but couldn't really remember much of
I
it.
did it want like £3.50 or £4.99
I think
to
it
watch
was
it.
£4.99.
£4.99 to watch it.
Hmm.
And I must have looked through 10 different servers for it.
Yeah.
How are y'all?
Good.
Doing great.
So so I watched an online basically synopsis, like a YouTube video to basically refresh my memory as to what happened in this movie. And that was hilarious. If anybody would like to watch the synopsis I watched, there's a YouTube channel called Dead Meat where they do a
That's
series
what
of
we
He does kill counts, yeah.
They call the kill count. Yeah. This one is great if you watch that on the kill count.
Yeah, we watched that.
So I figured out Evil Dead.
There's a YouTuber as well called Decker Shadow, and he's done all the Hellraiser movies. I actually prefer his over the kill count guy.
Okay.
Right.
What's it? Decker Shadow.
Decker, like Decker, and it's Shadow, but there's no W at the end. He's done reviews for like basically 90% of the movies we talk about here,
Nice.
Right, sir.
including Carnosaur 2.
Ha! So here's a question I'd like everybody to think about since Don stepped away. We don't have to answer this now, but I'd like to come back to it later. Out of all the movies that you've seen, is there a Cenobite that you think is worthwhile to have a spin-off film?
I already have an answer, and I will save it for when we're ready.
Okay, cool.
Was that Bal again?
It was.
He's up early in the Bal. What are you doing up? You're up in the morning. Come on.
Oh, he probably left a while back. Like these were 3 back-to-back comments that he put up here. Like this.
All right.
Which one do you think is the worst Hellraiser film?
Oh God, we haven't even got to that yet.
I want to know which one we thought was the worst. That's tough to say.
Yeah.
But I did like the Cenobite comment, so it would be cool maybe to revisit that later. And of course,
Yeah, definitely.
Amanda says, "Sorry, y'all, I don't even know what to say about that kid." So
which one of the Cenobites you'd like to come back?
Yeah, if you were going to give
Butterball should come back. Butterball should come back as CeeLo Green.
God's sake.
CeeLo Green.
No.
Is that a Sailor Scout?
No.
No.
Oh.
He's a singer.
I remember CeeLo.
Oh, CeeLo.
Yeah.
They said Sailor.
He did that "Fuck You" song.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Do you know the second one where the doctor with a big cock on his head comes and stabs the female Cenobite, and she comes back to a normal human form. When he stabbed Butterball, I really wanted that to be CeeLo Green, and I was gutted when it was, because it looked just like him. I thought, but that's my thought.
So we're in random territory now.
That was the first thing I wrote yesterday.
It
CeeLo
fucking
Green.
was as well.
Nicole, do you have any memories of watching Hellraiser 3?
No, because I never have.
Never have. Okay.
Am I the only one that's watched all these?
I think so.
Well, I mean,
Probably.
I've seen this one. I just haven't seen it recently, which is why I had to get a refresher. So, yeah. Oh. Amanda agrees with you, Rich. CeeLo Green.
Just look just like it.
CeeLo Green. Yes.
All right. Ryan.
With a gun, I know.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So, Ryan, we'll let you rate this one since
I already 4 out of 10.
What did it
oh,
make?
that's right. 4 out of 10. You said.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
I like the massacre at the bar. Pinhead doing the whole thing with the the crucifixion and "I am the way." That's pretty badass.
I am the way.
Everything else was
Stop it.
everything else was dog shit.
Oh, when he's like, Jesus Christ, not quite.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put a cushion on my lap in a minute.
It's bad. I think Nicole's ovaries are gonna explode. Like she's
Well,
like,
Don, I was going to say,
don't do that.
I'm
With you
sitting
doing
on a
that-
giant sponge, okay?
with
Oh,
you
all
doing
right,
that
cool.
impression, Don, it makes me think that they had a missed opportunity. They should have had Pinhead peddling Ricola cough drops at one point. So instead of like
Are you saying when that,
instead of like
I'm
the
that bad?
puzzle box, he would have been holding a really huge Ricola
Are
cough
you saying
drop.
I'm that bad? Jesus,
No, it sounds like you have a sore throat, for Christ's sake.
I don't. But just saying. Just saying. I mean, God, fuck. Jesus Christ, not quite.
Daddy, Nicole's going to need a tissue.
I'm gonna need a mop.
Laying up on three.
I'm not responsible
I know
for what
Richard's
happens
Richie
on
is
this
so
podcast.
worried.
I'm not.
I apologize, Ash. I keep forgetting there's a 12-year-old here. Sorry.
That's just
Sorry,
came back
so
in.
do I. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't apologize for anything.
That kid's got
Yeah.
a fucking wicked haircut.
Sorry, not sorry.
Man.
Oh, and you know what helps sore throats? Bananas.
Chloroseptic.
Dick.
I don't know where it was going there. I was like, duh.
Yeah. And apparently, don't apologize. He's used to it.
We got banana cream is what
Okay.
you soothe the sore throat with. Banana cream. Anyway. All right. And Ash has got his. He's got his Pennywise. Absolutely.
Sweet.
Are we gonna do? All right. Hold on. Hellraiser Bloodlines is where we're at, right, Ryan?
That's where we are.
Yep.
Whew. You know what, Ryan? Let me tell you this: if they would have flipped the way that this movie went, I think it would have been amazing. The way that it was shot, how it was, I hated it because I think that it should have been like show where we're at, the present time, and then go through everything and then bring it back to the future time.
Well, the space stuff was added later.
I know, and I hate it because that movie should have been amazing.
Yeah, I really wish. Yeah, well, I wish I could. Apparently, there is a copy floating around somewhere that was. Shoot, what was the name of the director?
Yeager.
Yeah,
it was Adam Yeager.
No, Dan Yeager, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it Adam Yeager? Either way,
Adam Yeager. I think it was either way.
He.
Ash, that's incredible.
There is like a version of what he shot out there before it became an Alan Smithy production. Or film.
Well, Alan Smithy, that was your name if you didn't want to be.
Oh yeah, if you didn't want your name on the film, and apparently you could take that option if less than 50% of what you film ended up on the screen.
Yeah,
and
Smithy, also famed director of Supernova.
Yes. You know what?
Leonard Part 6.
Yeah.
I didn't mind this one. Did you say Part 6?
No, Leonard Part 6 was also an Alan Smithy.
Leonard Part 6. Right. I didn't mind this one. I didn't mind. I don't mind Ash with his creepy clown that's waving, which is incredible. Just letting you guys know.
Rich just had his out. Theirs.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, pal. I'm the clown.
Yeah. It's the clown skull behind you.
Clown skull.
I've got loads of clowns, obviously.
Yeah. Now we have Darth Vader. What is going on here?
I didn't have any horror stuff close by. I've got all my Star Wars stuff.
Oh wow. That was cool. I like the sugar skull there. That's
Let's you know what? I can't even do this. Because it's not, oh man, it's not good. Like this movie, you know what? Like Ryan would say before me, this movie had so many reasons to be good for reasons that it didn't need to be, but it was still good.
Yeah.
The special effects for where it was actually pretty goddamn impressive. It was pretty good. I actually
feel this is the best that Pinhead has ever looked is in this movie.
Okay, and if nobody understands one thing, there is a laminate configuration, but there is also, because of this movie, there's an alternative, the Elysium configuration. That is a thing. If you don't believe me, go look that shit up on Wikipedia, but you better believe me because Ryan's going to back me up on it. But this one didn't have a horrible story, though. The whole merchant storyline, this wasn't bad. For what it was. Was it bad? Yeah. Was it worst? Not even close. I give this one a 5 out of 10. Clint.
That's a good word.
Did you see it?
Been a while. Again, I did see it.
Okay.
I don't remember hating it. I actually kind of enjoyed the space element. No. I kind of enjoyed the space element, even though I found out, way later that it was not originally part of the story, and it just became a wraparound.
Yeah, there's something fun about horror movies in space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's-
kind of like that.
You're not lying, brother.
So I did enjoy some of the time travel stuff. They just showed like the puzzle box maker and his descendants throughout the centuries, and give you this progression up to where we are. I mean, I kind of enjoyed the inventive element of that storyline.
Right.
So, I mean, because it was creative and inventive, and I like space movies, I'm going to basically hold my rating right about the same as the last one. So I'm going to go about 5 out of 10.
Woo!
Yeah. Because despite all that, it really wasn't great.
I mean, shoo, boy, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Is that Victor Crowley?
I think it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, he answered. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, let's get one thing straight.
I
This
don't see the difference.
Hey, check this out.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Sequanda.
That's Steve.
Yes, it is.
What's up,
Woo,
Steve?
boy.
Steve.
Thanks, baby. Hopping in, saying hi. This was not.
If you haven't watched the Sawyer Massacre,
If you haven't watched,
Go watch it.
If you haven't watched Sawyer Massacre, God, please go do it.
Oh yeah, that dropped today, didn't it?
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, sorry. The last 24 hours has been
Oh yeah,
a blur for you.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we only found out yesterday that we were going to the freaking amusement park.
Oh,
I love it.
It's like a 3-hour drive.
Let's get to oh boy, do I want to do this? So we hit it with bloodlines, right?
yeah.
Do we
Oh,
want to go to the next one?
Did the Bacons give their? Oh, but you guys haven't seen it, have you?
Again, we couldn't find that either. Kind of just watched some of the YouTube stuff.
It's just getting harder and harder all the time.
Yeah,
Trying
to watch
stuff.
anything at the moment. We found out even at the moment that a lot of our servers are now changing where English and American are totally different as well. So we might sort of have the same things, but we don't have the same programs. We've gone
All
that
right,
way now.
let's do this to make sure that Bacons, what have you seen right now?
Up to where we are, and that's it. We've seen no more.
Oh,
Okay. Nicole?
Nicole.
I saw 1 and 2, and I saw the new one that just came out. Other than that, I haven't
Oof,
seen any of them.
Boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Shocking.
This is gonna be this
Yeah,
gonna be
again,
great.
we
that's
could-
on your
we could-
Netflix, but not on ours.
In 3 minutes, it's 9 o'clock. We can change the whole topic.
Oh, Ryan knows how these
Ryan,
Ryan,
if you
your
want-
ass.
Ryan's
Ryan is the
watched
biggest
all of them
asshole
in
right now.
his
He's like, you know what? Fuck it. It's 3 minutes to 9. We can change everything because he
I could
knows
just-
how this works.
I was gonna say I could just rhyme off my my list from my
All right, do
marathon,
it real quick,
and
baby.
that'll be
Do it,
3
do it.
minutes.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so starting at the worst, we have Hellraiser Deader. That's
Okay.
part 7
7. Yep.
with the cult.
Yep.
That's the most boring one in the franchise. It's
Oh, yeah,
just
it's
fucking
terrible.
boring. It's annoying. I can't stand the
It's
main
awful.
character.
Yes.
Then Revelations at number 10, because
Okay.
as terrible as it is, it's not boring.
It's not boring. No, not
Yeah.
at all.
But I have
right. I watched that
what
one.
is yeah? What
Was
did I
that
write for
was that Paul T. Taylor as cunthead? That's
Cunthead. Wow, what
Great
Cenobite
value
is
Pinhead.
that?
Great value Pinhead.
That's the
I
one
just-
to go to spin
the only thing I could think when I said that, because I loved Claire so much. Claire would so call somebody, "Oi, are you a
Yes.
cunthead?"
Yes, I would call
Or
someone
Rich
that
would-
word on
Rich would
lots
too.
of
Rich
occasions.
would
She
say,
would never be
"Oi,
that polite to anybody.
oi, dude, are you a cunthead?"
I don't know what you mean. I would never say those kind of things.
I am so fucking sorry. I don't know. I don't know where that came. That was
It's fine.
that was absolutely imaginary.
How did that Cenobite come to be? Did
I
they
hope
get the
my
cunt,
mum's not watching this.
did they get the cunt configuration on the
don't
box?
want to know.
Configuration.
Just fuck.
Yeah. All right. So Revelation.
Fantastic. Oh yeah.
that was
I
great.
sorry, I was just picturing.
Son of a
Goddamn.
bitch.
Then I got number 9, Hellseeker, because it was
Oh.
basically just Inferno again, but done worse. And they kind of fucked up Kirsty's character in that.
Yeah.
So,
Hellseeker.
yeah.
That had the dude who played Mayhem in the car commercials, right?
Oh yeah.
And the Vulture in
And
Brooklyn
the Vulture,
Nine-Nine.
yes. Yes.
He plays the same
God.
guy in everything he's in. It doesn't matter if it's an
Everything's
insurance
right.
commercial
Yeah.
or a Hellraiser movie. He's the same.
Hey
guy.
guys, I can save you money.
Yeah.
Just don't hit this asshole in the rear end. Oh, mayhem.
Please,
Like
Don't say
God.
that, it was
Okay,
fine.
cool, brother. Do your thing.
Then I got Judgment at number 8, and I wrote, "Have y'all seen Seven? Ever felt like it needed a vomit fetish?"
That movie holds the record.
Judgment. Yeah.
Oh my
Strangely,
god!
I
There was some
liked
stuff to like
Judgment
about
more
it.
than
Yeah,
than I probably should have.
it
The
was
vomit
good.
thing was weird.
It was gross.
The vomit
but it
thing was
okay.
weird as fuck.
It was an interesting take on it, though.
It
I mean,
was.
like
It
you were
was.
literally being judged. You know, they
Yeah.
had like the guy who was transcribing all of your
Yes.
confessions. You know,
Yes.
then they had a fucking fat guy come in and like soak the shit in
Eat
like
it.
children's tears and then
Chil-
eat it.
Chil-
That was weird.
Children's tears.
And then he'd like throw up into a sink, which would then like go into a trough in the next room, and some,
Nothing
like,
that anyone has
some
mentioned makes
topless
this
chicks
sound
would
any
stick their
better.
hands in it. It was weird, but
There's a whole vomit thing.
And then there's the 350
No, I'm
pound
telling
poacher
ya.
with
There's
the
websites for
leather
that.
gimp.
There's a whole vomit thing.
Thank you. There is nothing that anyone says right
Yeah.
now that makes this any better.
yeah.
Nothing.
Sorry.
Then they got to
Um,
cleanse you, and then you got to go see the surgeon. So
Use my inner voice. I must remember.
And then there's that great scene where the little dog is cut out of the woman's stomach.
oh yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, that was something.
You all right there, Don?
But the dog was okay.
I am.
See, in lots of other movies, the dog dies. So in this case,
Yeah.
the owner died, the dog lived.
Dog lived very. Yeah.
You know what?
very beautiful.
I'm just gonna say Claire, you're such an asshole. You went off screen laughing.
No, she's there in the corner.
So
Sorry.
this is gonna be
Sorry.
so off topic, but whatever. So I went and saw Smile
Mhm.
before I came to the hangout, and if anybody has any,
From Kentucky.
yeah, Peter Anthony. God,
What's up,
brother,
bro?
I'd suck your dick.
Hey!
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
shut up, bitch.
Ugh.
It was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Smile, I'm talking about.
Okay.
I was told, and this is gonna. Clint, are you ready to lose at least 600 members? I was
Okay.
told that Terrifier
Oh, shit.
2 was a piece of shit.
Oh,
That's what I was told.
I heard that it lacked direction.
I heard it lacked direction at the end. Like somebody told me that it was like watching a bull with a red. What is it? What's the asshole that
Matador.
Matador? Thank
Matador.
you. Yeah, it was like a Matador with a red carpet in their hand. That's what it was like.
Interesting.
I might like
Interesting.
that.
Does anybody else have anything to say about that? Ryan?
But what? Terrifier?
Terrifier 2. Did you like it?
I haven't
I
seen
have
it.
seen it.
I love the first one. I liked
Yeah,
All
come.
Hallows Eve. Everything Art the Clown. Art the Clown's spooky as fuck.
Nicole
I've never seen the first one.
Bacons.
First one.
First of all, you know what? You don't count because you're Slutty the Clown. That doesn't count.
Why did I know that? Why? Why did I know
Because
that?
you
That's
automatically
That's what
front
it was.
Art the Clown. Fuck
Well,
that dude.
I can
She-
see what
well,
the fuck I want the clown.
Yeah, she should be able to comment on art. I mean, She should be
I
able to
should be able to
critique
comment
the
on
clown
clowns.
quite well.
That's kind of my thing. You know.
Slutty would fuck him up.
Yeah.
You know what?
Fucking
I
damn straight.
didn't want that.
But anyway.
Claire took that to the fucking extreme, you know? I mean, God, Jesus Christ. I wasn't being serious. My God, my dear. You and Rich both are better than Art the fucking clown.
Papa Don and Mama Claire fighting.
No, to be honest,
yes.
inventive wise of kills and that. I absolutely love it. I like a mute clown as well. You know,
Right.
I think it looks great. It's it's got that really nice like sort of lighting thing. I like that kind of low dark look thing. I like it. The kills are great. There's one in it I absolutely think is fucking brutal. Yeah, I like the first movie. The split one, everyone likes that.
There's a scene in the first movie. I've got to set the mood. I have shitty bush internet.
Yes.
There's a scene in the first movie where she comes out of the bathroom and Art's just standing there, like with his hands up. And the scene lasts about 30 seconds. I legit thought my internet had fucked up and the scene had froze. And then I realized it was still working, and it immediately became the most terrifying thing I had ever seen.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
That single
I just went through so many
black
emotions.
stare
in
of
such a
anything
short
is
time.
terrifying. I actually love walking up to people and just staring at them.
Clowns staring at people is fucked up.
Dude, Claire.
It's brilliant. It's the
Claire,
best fun ever.
Claire, out of anybody that knows that, clowns staring at people are fucked up.
It's brilliant. It's the best fun ever. It's better if you lick people, but you got to stop doing that a few years
Whoa,
ago.
holy shit.
Oh, yeah,
Who said you got to stop?
Wow.
If you just go up to somebody dressed like that, really sinister, stare in the face, and then lick up the side of the face, they absolutely terrifies them.
First of all, of the four of us left in this room, I'm just going to ask this. Would I stop Slutty the Clown, a.k.a. Claire Bacon, from licking me in the face? I'm going to go with 10,000% no. Clint?
It's supposed to be terrifying.
Clint, shut up, Clint.
I'd probably let it happen.
Yeah. Ryan?
I don't like licking.
Nicole?
Ryan's not safe.
I love it.
Nicole?
If it was Claire, absolutely not. I would not stop her.
Bam! That's not even a goddamn challenge.
Your girlfriend.
Claire, I'm sure you're a fantastic licker, but I just know. I can't.
You know what?
I can't. No.
There is no one right now that will deny that. And if anybody does, I am fucking sorry.
No, but there is context in what. No, I'm not going to bother. There's no point today in me even trying to defend myself.
Jinx is back. Oh boy.
Yeah, you were talking about that shitty movie, so I had to come back and put my 2 cents in on that one.
What
We're
shitty
not
movie?
talking about shitty movies.
Fire
We're talking
2.
about Claire.
Yes,
Claire
Fire
licking
2
people's
sucks.
faces.
Yeah, well, that too. I'm not missing the licking of the faces. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, another one.
I'll be charging.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
should.
Mitch, if you didn't, I'd pay you anyway. 100%.
Fair enough.
He said, I charge you. Pfft. Send me a PayPal link, bitch. It's yours.
I wish it was that easy in life.
I wish. I definitely wish. All right. So let's just break it down. Hell on Earth, Hellraiser 3, it was not the best. But you know what? It just wasn't the worst. It just wasn't. There was a lot of, Cenobites, the CD Cenobite that absolutely fucked that movie. But, it wasn't the worst. When you have Pinhead walk up in a church and say, I am the way.
Oh,
back
Jesus.
Fucking, windows explode.
Oh, to wipe my glasses here, mate. Just be careful.
First of all, I'm pretty sure the windows exploded after saying that. I'm pretty sure Rich's and Clint's balls exploded? Maybe.
Oh,
Just
I
saying.
didn't hear anything.
yeah.
No.
I wondered how we went back a couple of movies.
What is it American says? I
I'm
think I
just
broke
saying.
a nut.
No, I'm just saying.
Busted
Uh-huh.
No. I don't. Bloodlines. I don't. Did Pinhead have any memorable lines in that movie?
And what? Bloodline?
Yeah.
What about the do I look like someone who cares what God thinks?
Is that 3 or 4?
That's 4.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good line.
Do I look like someone who cares
Like-
what God thinks?
Which is weird though, because he yells it, which almost makes you think that
I'm
he
not
does.
yelling that. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Oh, he doth protest too much.
Oh, look at Clint. God. Look
Just
out.
throwing it down tonight.
The gauntlet is down. Motherfucker. It is down.
I really like the
Just
Chatterer
some
dog.
Demons to others.
The
Yeah, you
Chatterer
can't-
dog in part 4 was cool.
Fuck that. You can't. You're
Oh,
not,
the
you're not
Chatterer
compete-
dog.
You're not, cool. All right. We're just gonna go on a par 5 then. Fuck it. You know,
Ooh,
Well,
was that
I mean,
is that Inferno?
that is Inferno. And it is
Yeah.
my favorite in the franchise.
this is what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
This movie
Wow.
is fantastic.
You might have to explain that because
this
at
movie is
this
fantastic.
at this point, this is where basically Hellraiser movies started happening, where the scripts weren't originally Hellraiser.
No, the scripts were not originally Hellraiser, but
Nope.
Hellraiser 5 has the benefit of being directed by Scott Derrickson.
Yes, correct.
And
Correct.
Scott Derrick, like Sinister, Doctor Strange, Black Phone,
Yes.
like this is a master of the craft. I know a lot of people shit on Black Phone, but I thought it was really good.
I like
Are you kidding me? Oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
that dude is giving it his all. And Doug Bradley still gives a shit about the franchise. I love how it feels almost like a Silent Hill movie.
Correct. Yes.
After dealing with so much, the best part about Pinhead was when he was in the background.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people shit on the first one because it's only like 15 minutes of Cenobites, but that 15 minutes fucking counted. And
Yes.
in Inferno, I say the same thing. Pinhead's moments mean something, and damn, it's good. Like you got the twin Cenobites,
Yes,
and it brings
please
back
say it, man.
it
It's
brings back
good.
the sex, like the pain and pleasure. They're rubbing the guy down, and then their hands go inside underneath his
Yeah,
skin.
skin. Yeah.
And it's got cowboy Cenobites. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking awesome.
All right.
What more do you, what more?
You're an
What do you
asshole
need?
because I
Glenn,
now
I'm
I
going
feel
to
like I
rub
need to
my
go see this
hands
movie.
in your skin and
It's
touch your
it
nipples.
is after seeing so many movies try to turn Pinhead into a slasher, it was refreshing to see them go back to the Cenobites being about pain, pleasure, and just psychologically fucking a person up.
Yeah. That's, you know what? And that's the thing out of anything is that these later movies just, they took it to the extreme, but they didn't. Like when you watch, the twin Cenobites, you watching them get their fucking heads. Hey, I'm just going to show you what we do. And then it's like, okay, cool. And we're just going to twist you into a twin Cenobite.
Yeah, the twins from the fourth one. Yeah, Bloodline.
Yeah. So it's like.
And the twins in part 5 were actually like, they had those weird metallic, almost like barbed wire dreadlocks.
Yeah. Is that the one where the guy falls down and they show the Cenobite crawling up the steps with no legs?
Yeah, Chatterer.
Yeah, Chatterer. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know how did they hire a dude that didn't have legs, or was that like green screen?
I don't know, but man, that was fucking amazing. It was great. I you know what? I will still right now tell you, Chatterer is my favorite Cenobite. I don't give a goddamn what he doesn't do. I like that. Cenobite. I'm sorry.
Chatter's
I like
always
that.
been the creepiest one.
He is. I mean, Pinhead, it's like, you see the pins, but, you see some motherfucker chattering with his teeth. Dude, that's creepy. You know why? Because tell me what motherfucker on this call doesn't want to have their teeth knocked out, their teeth worked on, their wisdom teeth pulled out, their root canal. And he's just,
He's a bit.
fuck y'all. Okay? Sorry.
But yeah, Clint, I would give Inferno. It is like, I'm an apologist for it. It does have its share of problems. But it definitely, they were still trying at that point.
Yeah.
Can we have our dude from Nightbreed in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Shit.
I forget his name.
I got it. Hold on.
He's the star of it.
He was also in One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill.
Craig Hill.
He was.
Good on you, baby.
You've
Craig
heard
Sheffer
about
was in it?
you've heard about the movie Nightbreed. Well, he was in that.
Yeah.
You might have seen One Tree Hill one night when there was nothing else on the WB network. Now see him in Hellraiser Inferno.
The CW network. Goddamn.
My wife watched the shit out of One Tree Hill, so I've seen more than I care to admit.
I've actually seen One Tree Hill as well.
But I actually I liked
Nicole, did you say Craig Sheffer?
Craig Sheffer.
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Simon Bamford was also in Nightbreed.
Yes. And you know what? Doug Bradley was too.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
He does a good job in Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He really is.
Let's face it. I mean, Hellraiser gets a lot of shit up to this point. And I will say, right, with the fifth one, Inferno, we still have Doug Bradley after this one. But to this point, and I like Ryan's gonna kill me for saying it, but I only, I'm just saying, only because Ashley Lawrence is in the movie. The movies we're talking about are the best of the franchise, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Just because you don't have to have, I applaud for anybody that brings anything different to the table. But which one was it, Ryan? Where Kirsty comes back?
Hellseeker.
Hellseeker. That's sorry, but up to that point, nothing else exists because there's nothing there.
Hellworld had video games.
Hellworld had Lance Henriksen.
I actually kind of liked Hellworld.
Shut up, Clint.
It's dumb fun.
It is.
I watch Hellworld more than a lot of the other ones because it's just. But again, it's back to Doug Bradley being a slasher villain.
Yeah, and it's another one of those movies that was not originally intended to be a Hellraiser film.
No, and you know what? Up to this point,
and you get to see Superman get killed. That's awesome.
Henry Cavill, Clint. I could suck your dick for that one. A lot of people don't know that. But yes,
and it has
Henry
what's
Cavill,
his name, too, the dude that played Cyborg.
Who?
He was what's his name in The Walking Dead? Elias. Dude with the dreads, and he had a tiger.
Yeah.
He is the voice of Cyborg in the Teen Titans animated shows. So Teen Titans Go, it's all him.
I'll take it.
Wow.
I'll take it.
I've
So
never known that.
I mean, basically, Hellworld is a prequel to the Justice League.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I love it.
I'll take it. 100%. You know what? I can go to bed. I can go to bed fulfilled right now. Fulfilled. Damn. You know what? Oh, man. How far do you want to go with Hellraiser? Do you want to spin it around somewhere else? I don't. I want to.
I mean, half of us haven't even most of us haven't seen the later ones. I don't think there's really much.
Saying,
yeah.
You know, I
didn't
But
see
if everyone else
Inferno.
wants to go, we don't mind for us who haven't seen them all.
But it'll just wind up being me rambling on about these movies.
It won't be because I've
Well,
seen
when
them
it
too.
comes to Inferno, Hellseeker, or Deader, I mean, you are the only one who's seen those.
Bitch,
I've seen it, Hellworld and Revelations and Judgment.
Bitch,
and I watched the new one today.
Fucking flare gun. I've seen those.
I think Dawn's trying to tell us something, Clint.
He's trying to signal to us.
What's he
Come in,
saying?
Don. What do you say, Don? Hello.
Get out your flags.
Earth to Don.
But also, too, if we keep this up, it's just going to be the same thing. Like, it's going to be, this wasn't a Hellraiser movie.
Well, so do you want to do that? Because, you know, that is a...
Well, then I want to revisit the question that...
Yeah, I was just going to say...
If we're going to leave this subject, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just
because I do have an answer to that question.
Go.
Yeah. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Bring it up
I'll
again.
show you, Don. I think you stepped away when I put it up on the screen.
It'll be fun.
Comment. Which Cenobite needs its own spin-off film?
It's with that. You know what? You know what? I'm going to be really impartial here, and I think everybody would agree. You know, I think every Cenobite, and I'm just going to say this: every original Cenobite needs a spinoff. No, Chatterer, Butterball, female. That's it. Just end it there. But you know, and I watched. There was a thing on Facebook, and that's what's cool about us talking about it. There was a thing on Facebook that someone sent a link on our group, and I went and read it. What's really cool is that so there is a fanfic of Chatterer, you know, because when they show him, he gets killed. He's a kid. And when you watch these, you know, the other ones with the Pillar of Souls, you know, you have Butterball, you have the female Cenobite, and you have Chatterer. So apparently Chatterer was a 12-year-old kid that got duped into, you know, murdering somebody and raping somebody. And that's what, you know, that's what brought him to the realm of the Cenobites. And that's why, so that's the thing I read was that everybody that was a Cenobite did something terrible in their lifetime. And when they got brought back as a Cenobite, that was hell's way of saying, this is your punishment. Or if I could, this is your punishment. So
no, stop doing that.
That's
jeez, I nearly bent over then.
Too old for that shit.
Sploosh.
But that, yeah.
Are you fully dilated now, Rich?
I'm
Nice
pretty
use
sure
the word dilated.
Rich may have a baby.
You can stick a Nerf football up there right now. That's all I'm saying.
Hell. We also on YouTube.
Just saying. That
just saying.
Yeah, no. How do you follow that up? You know, just saying that's what I've read. Like the, you know, and we saw it with the, you know, in 2, and that's one of my biggest complaints about 2 is, you know, Chenard. I loved Dr. Chenard. I loved his character, but he comes in, he's like, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna kill Pinhead, Butterball, Chatterer, female Cenobite. Like, why? Why does that have to be a thing? Like,
Hey, man,
you're
no.
not going to take over hell
I've got-
because
Dr. Shenard, and in brackets, proper dick.
Proper.
he is a
dick.
proper dick. You're not going to
Hell,
lie.
yeah,
Hellraiser
But you know
2
what?
did Alien 3 before Alien 3 was a thing.
You're not lying. But Shinar was a good dick in a horror movie. Like, he's if you're gonna that's weird. If you're gonna have a villain, have him as a villain,
And he got picked up by a dick as well, didn't
He did, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Well, throbbing
Plus-
proboscis.
I watched
Yeah,
that
yeah.
earlier today. It was like he's like, I got
That had
it was
a
it was a big penis. Like everybody said, on
spiraling
set, like,
tongue that drilled into his
that's
head.
a big penis. I'm pretty sure that's a big penis. But you know what, Nicole, bring us back. Bring us back to is that sensibility? Is that a word?
Yeah.
It was half the title of a book.
Okay. Sense and sensibility. Thank you.
Yeah.
So let's, because you know what, I'm going to allow this.
Are we still picking Cenobites for
No,
spin-offs?
I'm going to allow this because of you. Alien Resurrection. Let's talk about that because
Jesus Christ.
the next Alien,
Fuck,
the next
damn,
Hellraiser
Disney.
has a lot to do with that. Let's talk about it.
Why?
Why? Why not?
Because I fucking hate that movie.
It is terrible.
It actually
Yeah.
makes me physically and emotionally upset.
Yeah.
Sad.
I think Brad Dourif was the best part of that movie, and he got killed in the first 20
Oh yeah,
minutes.
that's
No, he came
well,
back
of
at the
course,
end to
Clint.
give
Oh,
that
did he?
little monologue
Oh.
All right.
when the
let's-
queen grew a vagina.
Ah, shit.
two vaginas.
Pardon?
What? Pun? Pun?
So is that vagina and I missed one.
Pun? Two
The
vaginas.
queen had a
Pun?
vagina and she gave birth to an alien that had a second vagina, but it had a penis coming out of the vagina.
There you.
Oh, my
Ryan,
God.
Ryan is on my level one.
Wow,
I've
this
seen
is-
things like
And
that on
that's
the
not
internet.
good.
Yeah.
Wrong
That's
thing.
not good.
But the
All right.
penis
I'm on the
vagina
side.
turned into an umbilical cord. I don't. Fuck.
Did
that
we do
movie.
Deader?
Oh my god.
Should we do Deader?
Fuck Deader.
No.
All right, let's do Hellworld then. All right. God damn it, Ryan. Oh, God.
I think
Ryan,
we did Hellworld, didn't we? Cyborg.
No, Ryan,
Oh.
just do your thing.
I did my thing.
I don't have
Ryan,
enough
do
to
his thing.
drink.
He done did it.
I ran out of drink for this. Oh, God.
So you were saying though about the spin-off with Chatter, or what
Yeah.
Clint, what kind of spin-off would you like to see?
Me, a spin-off with the Chatterer dog, but it'd be kind of like a remake of Lassie.
Fucking
Wow.
fucking-
Lassie's stuck in a well. Let me jump down there and bite Timmy's fucking
Beppi's
face off. and
throwing
then jump
people
right
into
up.
wells. No.
Old man, little Timmy's stuck in the well. Lassie just shoots a fucking hook on a chain down there and drags him up by his chin.
I'm more privy to Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah, that's
Bob Marley.
Yeah, that's
Molly,
Bob
Molly.
Yes. Fuck you, Ebenezer Scrooge. Bob Marley. I'm
I'm
gonna maul your family. Watch you get rich, and I'm gonna maul your face off. Don't care. I don't have to do shit. Or you know what? Nobody else knows this besides, you know what? I'm gonna give credit to Ryan. Because me and Ryan are like, we are sewn at the hip. Do you remember, Ryan, the real Ghostbusters episode where they captured the ghost of Christmas?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I have to
And it didn't it kind of look like the ghost from the Muppet special?
Yes. And Egon had to go in and get all the spirits out of the containment unit. But Peter and Ray had to, Ebenezer Scrooge wise, they'd be like, we're the ghost of Christmas, blah blah blah, and they had to fucking. Does anybody remember what is that shit called? the
What?
Etch a Sketch or no? What the fuck is the thing called when they put it in your near your eyeballs and they go? What is that called?
Oh,
come on!
Damn it!
Are you talking
like a viewfinder?
You're talking about a viewfinder.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
yes. So they're like, so Peter's running around the room. He's like, "All right, here you go, Ebenezer." And it's like, "Oh, that's the college that I was at in school.
Oh yeah,
That's the court that I played basketball on. That's the pool that I swam in." And it's like, oh, it is just Peter running around in like a fucking flashlight. Does
That's
nobody
the
remember
lament
this?
configuration.
God damn it. Nobody knows this? Wow.
No.
I'm just going to say we're alive. I'm the biggest dickhead in the world. We have 21 comments over here. Let me see if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Kaleidoscope.
No. Nobody knows what the fuck. You know what?
What, a
Fuck you guys.
Viewmaster?
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, Viewmaster.
I remember Viewmasters.
Oh, the little red.
That's not
thing.
the fucking. You know what?
What?
Okay. Okay. You know what? Oh. Okay. Yes. Nobody knows. Keep talking. I want to
remember that episode.
Yeah, I want. Well,
I mean, if I had a spin-off with Cenobites, I would love to see
Scooby Doo,
Cigarette Cenobite and Piston Cenobite
Me too.
move in together, and
yeah, JP Monroe, spokesperson for Camel.
it'd
Be like the Odd
fucking
Couple.
Lily.
it'd be like a classic, yeah, like an odd couple meets like, you know, they're not right for each other, but they find love kind of situation.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
I love it. Oh, Lord.
That's great.
That's great.
That would be good.
I love it. Clint, where are you at, baby?
What?
I'm gonna let you do the next Hellraiser. Because where are we at?
We kind of went off the rails completely.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we kind of all just don't.
The train has crashed. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, if we go past Hellworld to Revelations.
Oh no. Back
fuck.
that shit up. Back it up.
People actually look up the definition of Cenobite in a fucking dictionary.
Yeah, back it up. Well, where we let's go to we said Inferno, Hellseeker,
Deader. Yeah.
And now we're at Judgment. Revelations.
Revelation.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Can we go back to the first one? Let's just talk about the first one. No, I get it. Yeah, Revelations. God damn it.
I mean, we don't even have to finish it out if you don't want to.
No,
I mean,
dude.
we can.
Revelations does hold the distinction of
you
being
kidding
the
me?
first
We're at
Hellraiser
2.5
movie.
hours, bitch. You better finish. Let's keep going.
As the distinction of what, Ryan?
Being the first Hellraiser movie that was actually written to be a Hellraiser movie since
this one
part
was.
4.
Yes.
But that was only to keep the rights because Dimension was going to lose them.
Oh, I get you.
So they did a Fantastic Four thing.
Yeah, and they did kind of a found footage thing.
Yeah.
Which was
That was
interesting.
weird.
Yeah. You know, a couple of bros go to Mexico, basically party and bang Mexican hookers, and somehow end up opening the fucking puzzle box.
Incredible.
And, yeah. And
Would have been the second box they opened.
Nicole, you
Be
dirty
nasty.
fuck,
You legend.
you goddamn dirty fuck.
I like it.
Jesus.
and yeah, so you got these upset parents, you know, like just thinking that their 2 kids have been murdered. You know, somehow they come back in possession of their stuff. You know, like a suitcase with like you know, the video
videotapes
camera that they were using, and a damn puzzle box is in there,
Is that
isn't it?
ever explained how that came back to them?
Don't think so. private investigator. I think that's the
Sure.
best we can come up with. They had hired a private investigator, and that was about all that was recovered.
And then there's the most disgusting soup eating scene, followed by incest.
Yeah, yeah.
Who
Yeah.
the hell just? She brought him soup in a bowl with no spoon,
Yeah, why you do
and
that?
then they both drink.
Shouldn't it have
from
been
the
in a
bowl.
mug?
I want that. Give me a
Laughing.
straw. Give me a fucking straw. That's better than what we witnessed.
And
With that,
Pinhead
that's
looks ridiculous.
awful.
I mean,
Yeah,
I am a husky gentleman, so
Like-
I do not body shame, but
But you drink out of a
this
thermos.
man, no, this man playing Pinhead should not. This is not the body type that you add prosthetics onto.
yeah, and all the
Bitch,
lines
you
on
don't
his
need
head
an
look like
extra
they were
neck.
drawn on with mascara or something.
Oh
They were
my
just-
god!
Oh my!
Let me use this
It's-
eyeliner pencil and put these
it's
really
game over
deep-looking,
here.
dark
It's over. here.
lines on here.
If
It's
it
over
would have
here.
looked better if they had just bought a Pinhead mask from Spirit Halloween.
Without a doubt,
Probably.
and then put a dick between it and just jizz in your face. Without a doubt.
So
I get it.
That's the Chenard.
I get it.
Thing
See,
again.
Ryan gets it. Ryan understands it. Ryan gets it.
We're back to
You
Hell.
got Claire snorting again.
That's great. That's so great.
Sorry.
Think about it for a second. Think about it.
Yeah.
Let's-
Hellbound,
let-
Hellraiser 2, Creamy Dick, Head Blenders.
Oh,
Wow. You know what? That should be a non-licensed video game. If I'm thinking about it,
That should be a porn.
Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
like
that
I'm
should-
gonna seriously look up like Hellraiser parody
you
porn
know,
as soon as we're done here.
that's how fucked up Nicole is. She's like, that should be a porn. Like, well, I'm looking that up right now on the phone.
It's gonna have Pinhead talking about puzzle boxes.
If Nicole's not in it, I'm not watching it. Fuck it.
I think the only Hellraiser movie we haven't actually touched on too much is the newest one.
Mhm.
2022. All right. Well, you know what?
Because we talked about Judgment
Let's-
and all the vomit.
Let's do it. Let's hit it.
Yep.
Okay.
2022. What? I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed it because of it was different. But watching Pinhead, Miss Compton wrecked that. I mean, she was incredible as Pinhead, and she has the most. If anything, she has the most reason to bitch about anything about Pinhead because that's how Pinhead was portrayed in the novella.
I was just about to say that.
Nobody ever was like, well, it's a he or she. And I don't, you know what? I don't give a goddamn if they would have did that in 87 or now. I don't fucking care. I don't care.
Well, see, the thing I never get is they've never specifically said, even when Doug Bradley played the role, they never specifically said that what Pinhead's gender was.
Would that bother you?
Well,
Because it wouldn't bother
actually,
me.
it was supposed to be, the priestess was supposed to be a woman in the original book.
Yes.
Well, in the book, she's
would that bother
described as
anybody?
androgynous, but having a feminine
Female
voice.
attributes.
Yeah.
I don't give a god. You know
the
what?
The book, though, also when Frank comes back, it's because they mixed his jism with blood, and I'm really disappointed that we've gone through 11 movies and that's never happened yet.
Let's put it this way. And Claire,
I like
you
that as a last closing statement for him.
and Claire, you can take this however way you want. If Ryan and Claire went to a audition and they were like, oh well, you know what, Ryan, you're the best Pinhead. Let's cast you. And they were like, oh well, Claire, you're the best Pinhead. Let's cast you. Nobody's wrong. There's no
it's
wrong
two totally
answer
separate
there.
performances.
It's a literal angels to some, demons to other
Angels to some,
thing.
demons.
Exactly, it's
gives
what
a
it is
shit
in your
what
eyes,
demons
isn't it?
dance.
I hate that because it's like you have two phenomenal people that you could put in a movie. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
The one thing I will say about Jamie Clayton, they're
Jamie
moving
Clayton is
like
fucking amazing.
nobody. There is no reason not to continue with her.
Game
She's
over.
done what
Oh,
nobody else, in my opinion, has been able to do to this point,
Yeah.
which is Doug Bradley's great. I am A-okay with her moving forward.
1,000%. 1,000%.
What's his name? The new Freddy Krueger. Jackie Earle Haley.
Yeah.
He was fine, but I was still like, I miss Robert Englund. But he was fine. He was good. As soon as Jamie Clayton opened her mouth and started spewing lines, I was like, nope, this is it. I'm
Game
cool
over.
with this
Yep.
now. We've got Pinhead.
Yep.
Let's just keep on going. Give me several sequels. I want to see her trash a fucking nightclub.
It's different. It's different than where, the Pinhead character is, because that was the big thing that everybody was like, oh, I don't want to see that. And then, you get Hell on Earth when he kills 236 people in a nightclub. It was hard to watch, because it was like, that's not Pinhead. But
on that scene where she takes her pin out and puts it through so that it's fucking with the larynx.
Yeah.
Like a reed.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
So it's actually in my top 3 now. Like, it's my number 3 as far as Hellraiser movies go.
Wow.
So honestly, we can. It's really bad because it's gonna sound. I hate Hell World. Like, I do not like Hell World. Other than 2 things: Doug Bradley, Lance Henriksen. That's it. What in the goddamn fuck else is there? I don't even know. I don't. Seriously.
It's a story that didn't need Pinhead. It didn't have to be a Hellraiser movie.
It's the most...
like we talked about.
Yeah.
There were movies that weren't Hellraiser that got turned into Hellraiser movies. How do you do that? Seriously, what is
money?
That?
Money.
Yeah, money.
Cash grab.
Yeah.
Dimension
money.
did not. They knew if they slapped Hellraiser on it, it would make money.
Yeah.
And you hire a guy for scale. He spends a weekend adding Pinhead to a movie where the script already exists. Bam. Instant profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what bothers me about these movies. And like I was saying, off mic, I went and saw Smile. And I liked the movie. Like, I did. It was a good movie. But the one thing that all of us can agree on, why can't these movies sustain to the end? Why does something have to come in between your brilliance and your terribleness? Why does it have to exist? Like, why can't you just do it to the end?
Well, Nobody Hellraiser.
Yeah,
go ahead. I was just going to say, Hellraiser is a classic example of studios just caring about a profit. That nobody is given any creative control. They're given a shit script and the quickest of production times, and they're said, just churn this out. Don't deviate. We want this movie out in 6 months.
Yeah, don't care.
Hellraiser has, unfortunately, because it was owned by Dimension, and it wasn't their big cash cow. Like, I mean, Dimension's big cash cow was always Scream.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So Hellraiser was just their direct-to-video. This is where we're going to, pull a couple million in because we're going to get a shelf at Blockbuster, and people are going to see Pinhead on the cover, and they're going to rent it.
Yep.
And that's, thankfully, Hellraiser is now in the hands of other people, and if 2022 is any example, even if you don't like 2022, it shows you that it's at least being given to people who are trying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it was treated with care. I think it has a good basis for following movies. I mean,
Without a doubt, dude.
Yeah, I liked what they did. I like that they had a complicated trap basically set up by some millionaire who was seeking, greater gifts beyond what he already had in life.
And then he got a harmonica that played it with his.
That was interesting.
With his nerves.
It played his nerves.
That what was it? I think it was called the Weezer. That Cenobite actually made me jump. I don't jump at a lot of jump scares, but when that Cenobite was like crawling into the room, and all of a sudden it's the contraption on his back ripped open and it just bolted.
That's crazy.
I friggin' jumped out of my seat. I was like, "Oh, that's why he was wearing that thing, because they can't control him."
How about that?
Nicole, did you see the 2022
I'll be right
one?
back, gentlemen. Hold on one
Yes.
sec.
What did you think of it?
2 out of 10. Not a fan.
As soon as I was like gushing about it, I was like, if Nicole has seen this, it's going to be the exact opposite of what I've said.
1 point for the pin scene, like what you were talking about. She takes the pin out of her head and puts it in her neck. And Goran Viznik was in it, and I've been in love with him since he was on ER. Yeah, that's surprising. I didn't know he was in it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right, Claire? Right?
I
exactly
actually, I come from a background where I lived with someone for quite a while who was pretty close to me that was a struggling addict. And I do have to say, they actually did a pretty damn good job with how an addict acts.
Oh, I agree.
In this movie.
I agree.
I'd like to see
it.
It's not in our region yet. We haven't got it yet. So.
Oh no, it's not mine either. I had to torrent it.
No, I've known a lot of
you know where I am.
Yeah.
I'll
me being one of them.
We could set up a Google Drive or something. I could drop it in there for you.
Please, because I'm struggling to get all sorts of stuff at the moment, and I've got loads of block servers as well. I haven't got a VPN, so like most of our stuff just blocks everything anyway. If you try and get it the other way.
I've got, and Paul gave us a really good copy of Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah,
I've got that. I watched that at Paul's.
Actually, it's probably best that I don't talk about that.
Yeah, probably.
Because I won't shut up.
You will
Let's not trigger people right now.
Yeah.
Well, this is impressive. I thought we were going to go till like midnight, but we kind of got through the whole franchise.
Yeah. Would you look at that? Yeah.
This has never happened.
All it took was for half of us to have not seen them.
That's right. That's right. We conveniently ignored like 5 movies.
And I get the struggle is real. Like if I just hadn't happened to own all of these, I would have been in the same boat.
Oh yeah.
Like when I did my marathon, I was streaming because I was sick and I didn't want to get my ass off the couch. But there were several times I had to, hop over to my DVD collection and grab one because it just wasn't available for streaming.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we could go to some of the ones I can get that are sort of American, but even then, it's different stuff. That's the problem. As I say, like
the good news though is anything after maybe part 4, but anything after that, you don't have to worry about seeing the previous ones because they literally have no connection.
Right.
Nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I couldn't even find bad YouTube rips of these.
No. Again though, but it's dimensions.
Usually I can get bad rips for stuff of most things, at least, or bits where you've got like sort of, I don't know, 4 minutes at a time, and it takes you like an album of 20 with adverts. But you can get it like that most of the time. But even with these, we struggled with everything, and everything was paid.
Yeah.
These aren't movies like Splatter University or Dead Dudes in the House. Like people actually give a shit about, despite the fact that it's a terrible fucking franchise. Someone knows they make money, and they're gonna actively try to pull any YouTube rips.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. We've got a bot in the chat. Look at this.
Sweet.
Oh, wait.
Free virtual girls.
There's all
what I'm saying.
Sexfine.pro.
Girls. Ooh,
look at that.
But we were doing that already.
Girls
Yeah, I
chat.
thought so too.
Sexmind.pro.
I'm going to click block user because that's fun.
Yeah, good plan.
Look at
Good
Daddy's
idea.
gone now. How about that?
Should have sent them my phone number.
I'll send you the link. Don't worry.
Cheers, mate.
You know what? I'm actually surprised. On the Hellraiser topic, you know how you've got like your Friday the 13th clones, your Nightmare on Elm Street clones, like you had Bad Dreams, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Nobody's ever really tried to do a Hellraiser ripoff. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that would even be like, well, they were trying to go for Hellraiser.
I think
True.
definitely because it's like that Clive Barker crazy creature, and the fact that it's difficult to quite pull off to make it anything like plagiarism really badly, you know?
Like it,
It's
yeah.
like-
And I guess to be fair, anytime there was anything close, Dimension was probably like, well, we'll just turn it into a Hellraiser movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they did find it interesting that while I was watching the new Hellraiser, I was put in mind of some other films, you know, like
Wishmaster.
yeah,
Mhm.
Wishmaster was one. You know,
Someone said 13 Ghosts, and I don't get that.
Mm-mm.
That was
Yeah.
just
Because they
that
mentioned
comment,
the
but I do like
house,
13
you know,
Ghosts.
or Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, I love that cheesy movie. It's awesome.
I
No,
mean,
where-
Bedazzled is
We
just
love cheesy
Wishmaster, but
Right,
PG-13.
right. But the point is, you know, no matter what you choose, it turns bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the only way to basically get out of it is to like not choose or like wish something well for somebody else. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
A selfless wish.
I did like how she chose Lament at the end, and
Yeah,
Pinhead was like, now you're just going to have to live with the choices you've made and
yeah,
everything. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, bitch, it's 2022. That's life. That's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
Right. You have not done anything to me.
Yeah. I did think it was funny that like she thought she wasn't making a choice. She's
Yeah,
like,
but
I
she
choose
was.
nothing. I choose nothing. And then Pinhead had to explain, well, you're a dumbass. You made a choice. You chose Lament, bitch.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Is this like, are you
Just-
proud
she
of what
means,
you've just said? Like,
I
am
have to
supposed
live
be like,
with
"Oh, no."
regret. You know, yeah. So yeah.
I have to live with regret. I've never done that before.
Oh, strange.
I get home from the grocery store and I've got fucking regret.
No. And I was sitting there thinking about that idea at the end of the movie, and I was for some reason I remembered a line from a song by Rush. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice.
This is true.
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah. Anyhow, that's the new movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
And I liked the way the Cenobites looked.
They did look good.
See, I thought it was too much. I thought they were too detailed on them. Like I didn't know where to look when I saw them. Like trying to
That's
catch
what I
every
liked
little
about
thing
it.
about them.
Yeah. How about the box? Box looked fantastic.
The
Yeah, I
box
liked
looked-
how it changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Some
liked
got a
how
little-
it had
some got a
like
little weird.
6 different configurations, you know, and they kind of like gave us like the blueprint for that, you know, as the story
I'll have
progressed,
to
which
see
was
it.
kind of cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. And
Although it did look a little silly when it was in that one woman's back and it was like looked like a grapefruit.
oh, I was gonna say it looked an awful lot like the Jewish 6-pointed star.
I was going to say it looked like a Rubik's snake, but I don't think anybody knows what that is. So
I do.
my
A
TV
Rubik's
has been threatening to
snake.
turn itself off in
Rubik's snake, yeah.
2,145 seconds since I started on with you guys tonight.
Wow.
It's such a random number.
2,145 seconds.
Is that like a certain amount of minutes?
Probably. I'm not
Minutes
doing the math on that.
What are you growling at?
145 seconds.
I take it.
It's 2 minutes and
I'm
20
starting to wonder if Dawn's coming back.
I'm not sure.
Maths is making my head hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible he might not come back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could try to message him, but I probably won't get him. This is reminiscent of another time.
We seem to always run into problems whenever we try to do a franchise.
Yeah, we do.
I feel kind of responsible because we haven't seen like more than 2 of them. We have tried.
No.
tried
I'm
that.
just saying it just it always seems to just with the style of these hangouts, I don't think a franchise really fits the way we work, because Dawn and you, like you and Dawn are so big on letting everybody get their say.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're dealing with 12 movies, like, well, tonight was a great example. Hour and a half in, we were Hellraiser 2.
Yes. That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, Don had a lot to say about Hellraiser 2.
Don likes Hellraiser 2.
He does.
You want to be on camera? Do you want to be on camera?
Yeah. I was
I mean, I like the whole experience of just talking about anything we talk about when we come on. And you are right, we all get kind of like caught away with certain subjects and certain things we talk about, and it does get off. And as Ryan said, you get into 11 and 12 movies and like.
And it's such a great thing because I love the dynamic of all of us doing that. But when you have 12 movies to talk about, you realize, oh shit, I'm doing the math in my head. We're going to be doing this till like 6:45 in the morning.
Which is usually the case for us.
Yeah.
But we like it. We enjoy it. I mean, we have such great fun, all of us together, talking about stuff.
With this.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have we tried a franchise, like you said, and then we ended up cutting it off and say like, oh, well, we're going to have to do a part 2, and then we never did a part 2.
Yeah.
Oh, like now we just finished talking about random.
What?
What are you doing?
Because I was yelling at her.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out because I am pretty tired right now.
Bless you.
And I got to get this dog out before she bites my face off.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Nice. Good moment. Yeah, maybe.
Could she ever?
No.
Hi, Bells.
Seems quite evil. Yes.
Yeah, she's a pit bull, isn't she? Just ferocious.
I'm pretty sure I saw her in The Omen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, probably.
She's too old to care.
Ah.
Right.
Well, thanks for coming in. It's always great to have you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see what happened with the Don. I'll message Don and see if I get any answer from him.
All righty. Sounds
good.
All right. Have a great night.
You too. Love you guys.
Love you.
Good night.
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 Bye.
Do you have hosting capabilities, Clint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if we should maybe think about cutting the live feed.
I can.
It's up to you. I just didn't know if, unless we still want to talk about Hellraiser.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we really need to do that. Yeah. Let me go ahead and try hitting end broadcast.